The observer would like to advise that the following video comes with a trigger warning. The content in this video is of a sensitive nature, so please beware that the topic of this video may trigger you. The observer recommends that you consider your own mental health before you watch this video.
Ignore them.
She needs the attention.
Yeah.
She wants it, and she needs people to feel sorry for her. Do you know what? I think without the trolls, she's nothing. Like, she's got nothing.
Yeah, and I think that's what she realises without saying that she's getting bullied every day on this app. She hasn't got nothing really, has she? She hasn't got the viewers that she'd have, that she constantly talks about, even though she says she's not bothered about them in the next breath. But clearly she kind of is. I just don't get it. If my anxiety was that bad and my mental health, I've took time off this app before. There's no shame in it. Do you know what I mean? It does get a lot. This app does get a lot. But come back. But don't sit there and claim that you've got mental health. Someone asks you a question, you'll be like, right, I'm kicking out the box now. It doesn't make sense. Honestly, she absolutely baffles my brain. She really does baffle my brain. And
my piss.
Yeah, she makes me angry. Like, I'm a plus size girl as well, and that whole yours clothing thing was absolutely disgusting.
Do you know what? That's something that I haven't seen. I need to go and watch that. What happened?
So basically, she was in yours she was obviously went to shop in yours clothing, which is obviously a plus size clothing. Yeah. So they stock sizes, I believe, they stock from size 16 to 32.
Okay.
I'm believing that's correct. Someone might have to correct me on that, but it does stock a wide range of clothing in there. Mm-hmm. So normally they used to go up to a size 32, 32 plus in the shop, but because obviously there's maybe not a big demand for that, they can't stock that because they're not selling the clothing.
Makes sense.
So they're going to stock the clothing that they know they're going to sell, i.e. size 28, 26, 24, whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. So she was kicking off that they didn't stock a size 32 above in the shop. But if you literally just gone on the internet, you can literally get your size, but just not in the store. She was filming everyone that was in the shop shopping as well, so it's not like she did it discreetly or anything like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't get how what point she was trying to prove, to be honest, because she can still shop there. It's not like they don't stock a size, they just do it online instead of in the store, because they can't stock things that they're not going to sell, because there's no point. They'd rather stock things that they're going to sell and they're going to make money on. It kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I have the same problem when it comes to bras and bikinis. Yeah. Like, I'm a size 10. For my bikinis, and if a bikini comes as a set, that's stupid, because I have to get like a size 18, which doesn't fit me in the bottoms but only just fits me in the top. You know, not every shop is there to cater for you. You have to know where to shop. Like, I can't shop in Zara. I've got a very curvy body shape and I'm very small. I'm only 4'11". I can't shop in Zara. Their medium is too small and their large is too big. But do I like throw a fit? No. You just not.
That's what I mean. Like, she needs to be grateful that there's shops still out there. One of the shops, I might add, that stock plus size clothing, that just caters for plus size clothing. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of shops will say now, no, there's not enough revenue to warrant to sell plus size clothing. So I don't get why she was kicking off that they didn't stock a 32 and above. I don't get it.
Kylie, hello, welcome.
Hi. So I watched that abomination last night with you, where she, not from your side, from her side. I just want to make that clear. Where she come in here, started throwing in all the demands like she was the Queen of Sheba or something.
Yeah.
And then the second you tried to get into any sort of nitty gritty, shut you off. Like, it's it reminds me of quite a few of the bigger creators on this app that cannot take the criticism. You want to know, oh, why is everyone bullying me? Why is everyone hating me? Which they're not. They're just not liking your behaviour and calling out problematic behaviour. And then when you get answers to that question, they're like, oh, no, you're just bullying me as well. You're bullying me as well. No, you asked a question. I'm trying to answer it. Your behaviour is disgusting, woman.
It is. And to tell me not to talk about certain things, I'm really sorry, but you don't dictate what comes out of my mouth. I'll talk about whoever the fuck I want to.
Absolutely. I thought that. I was like, who on earth? And how are you going to have an open and honest discussion if you turn around and go, oh, but you can't talk about that. You can't talk about this. You can't talk about that. You can't talk about this.
This is in the wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Because she's got no defence for it.
No.
That's the problem. She's got no defence for it whatsoever.
And John uploaded the proof of her telling her mods to get in contact with his work, which was just brilliant.
But we've also, a bit like in the Yours shop, we've seen her rearing up at people on, like, staff on cruise ships. And, like, the way she was speaking to people who were trying to help her when she fell out of her wheelchair, which I got to admit, I had a little chuckle at when she fell out of that wheelchair. I'm probably going to burn in hell for that one, but I had a right chuckle at that.
It's funny when people fail.
I do too, Kylie. Just saying.
I just can't. It's just funny to me. But yeah, so when she when they were there trying to help her, and she was like, "No, don't bend my leg that way. No, don't bend my leg that way." Like, okay, you could just say, "Oh, no, not that way." There's a way to say it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rather than just like jumping down someone's throat. She banned me. She blocked me the other day because I turned around. She was talking about her illnesses and all this lot, and she's like, "I don't see why people have an issue with my illnesses." And she blocked me.
And it's so easy to do that. I know that when I was going through the cancer, that was my whole personality. And I would go out drinking with my friends and I would wear a wig and people would come up to me and be like, "Oh my God, your hair is so beautiful." And I'd be like, "Yes, a wig, I had cancer." And my best mate was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Just say thank you." She said, "You are so much more than your cancer. What are you doing?" It's like, oh shit. I didn't even realise. But I got humbled very quickly. But it is. It's like
there is any more than her diagnoses. There's nothing more of any substance to her.
No, she is just trolls and illnesses. That's all she is, and she benefits because she gets the sympathy that she wants from the people that are oblivious to her manipulation.
Yeah.
And the people that do call her out, she calls them trolls, which gets her more sympathy from the people that don't see the manipulation. And it's just this whole big circle of her getting what she wants. She loves the trolls. She thrives on it. And yeah, she may be able to sit there and cry. Not that I've seen any tears ever, but...
No, I've never seen an actual tear.
But she may be able to sit there and cry about it. Right? But again, that's manipulation. She's trying to get you to send her gifts.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, guys, I'm not in the mood for gifts." Well, then restart your live and turn the fucking gifts off.
Like you was quick enough to do when you got gifted last night. You was quick enough to switch the live off and cut them gifts off last night.
Exactly.
When you're there going, "Oh, no, don't gift. Oh, I wish I'd have turned the gifts off." Okay, restart your live then.
Exactly, because all those people will come back in. It's not like she's void of any followers. They'd all come straight back in.
Yep, they'd be sat there refreshing her page, waiting for it to come, waiting for it to come back on.
100%. It's just narcissism and manipulation to the highest degree.
At its finest, yeah, absolutely.
And the only reason I got involved is because of the cancer comment. I don't take things like that lightly.
And nor should you.
I mean, yes, I've been through it, and yes, I'm cured, but at the end of the day, I still have a chance of it coming back. I'm at higher risk of strokes and heart attacks. Like that Chelsea lady was saying about her son not being able to run, I did a sports day at my school and I was doing a race against the kids. I passed out running because my blood pressure is so low from the chemo. I get brain fog. I have PTSD. I've wanted to unalive myself so many times. I've had to have ambulance come to me. But I don't make that my personality. I don't come on here and make a whole fucking TikTok about it so that I get gifts. I don't want the gifts. I want to spread awareness.
Yeah.
You know, and I did a video this morning and I got some of the information wrong. So I quickly made a video to apologise, saying that I got the information wrong.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Well, yeah, if you do genuinely get something, incorrect, you correct that. You say, no, I was wrong. Sorry, guys. Like this is what I said. This is what I should have said.
And you've got an echo. Just mute you for a second. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to move on to Becca. Hello, Becca. Welcome to the live.
Hello. So I just wanted to quickly just say that I don't think you're a bully at all for questioning her behaviour. And if she makes you feel like that, I'm so sorry. I'm a carer for my disabled mum. She's just been diagnosed with a type of skin cancer. And I used to watch Luna a lot about a few years ago when I was still in college. And I actually really enjoyed her content. I'm not sure about anyone else here, but I actually enjoyed her content.
Yeah.
But I came back to TikTok and I've just seen a massive change in her behaviour, really. And I don't know, it's wild, really. It's just a whole personality and behaviour's changed, especially, I don't know if it's because of the gifts.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of TikTok fame going to her head, and she's realised what gets gifts, and she's now running with it.
Yeah, definitely, and obviously it's paying money in, isn't it, and stuff like that. But for example, my mum, she's in a lot of pain and she goes through a lot. Not the same that she's worse than anyone else, but she doesn't go on about it. She just has to carry on. And I understand that some people can't, and I respect that very much. But she doesn't make it a whole personality. Not the same that she's worse than anyone else, but she doesn't go on about it. She just has to carry on. And I understand that some people can't, and I respect that very much. But she doesn't make it a whole personality. And I think anyone that does that is pretty disgusting, really. I don't know. It's just you're putting your disease out there, or your condition out for clout.
Yes.
And you're getting a lot of money for it. And it's just wild to me, really, that you can sit with yourself at the end of the day and be okay with that. I don't know.
It's a morality thing, isn't it? And I don't think she's got very good morals. And that's just my opinion, by the way.
Yeah.
Donuts, hello, welcome to the live. Hello.
Okay, so I followed her for a little bit, and there was one live in particular where she was sort of saying mental health isn't all that important, or something along those lines. And I thought, well, I can't follow you anymore because that's not right, really. So she was obviously saying she knows people that have got mental health and all this stuff, and I'm like, okay, right, just listening, not really commenting. And I had to come off because she was triggering me, because she was saying you don't need medication, you don't need, the only person that can get yourself better is you. And I was kind of, well, that's what everybody says, but I am poorly. So and I really, really wanted to fight my corner back. And then when I came back, she's all on this bloke bullying him massively, and that's a big thing for me. I came on here, that was massive steps, really, because I've had a really horrible time in the last year with making a group of friends, and then I'm kind of going in her live and I'm thinking, I don't want to be here, I don't want to argue, because she's got all these people there that you said that obviously are so manipulated by her that would just go for you straight away.
Yeah.
And I didn't want that. As it transpired, I joined another team and they were nasty. So I'm only on here for my daughter, but I don't make a big deal of it. a couple of weeks ago when I got really, really poorly because I joined this team and one of them didn't like me. So I had it out with her, and from there it seemed to get a lot worse. So people that were my friends that I'd made, like the big move really, were ghosting me in the comments on this live, and they made this plan. So I was battling this other lady that they'd never met before, and they gifted her like loads, gifted her lots and lots of gifts, and Matt shouted at me, my husband, and I had to go off live. And now there's this whole story about how I'm greedy and my daughter's not even ill. I make fun of mental health, and I've only just come back again because it was because she triggered me in the first instance, Luna, whatever she's called.
Yeah.
and then I'm actually like the victim of being something that she is. And I was like, wow, this is horrible. But when people call her out on it, she doesn't care, does she?
No, she'll just say that you're a troll, you're attacking her, and she'll shut it down because she knows that she's done wrong. She knows what she's doing. She's a very clever lady, and I will give her that. She's a very clever lady. And
I mean, she fell out that scooter. I didn't see it happen, but the next one I saw, she sat in hospital.
Yeah, she went to a concert first though, so she fell out of her scooter. She went to the concert and then she took herself to A&E.
Yeah, and it was all very, very serious. But she'd sat in the theatre that entire 2 hours?
Yeah,
in pain. So how bad was it, really?
exactly.
If you film the whole instance, if you're in that much pain, don't film it.
Yeah,
Don't film it and go and get medical treatment straight away. Do you know what I mean? Don't film everyone. Like she was filming the paramedics. No.
You see, say if I was if I'd filmed myself at my lowest, right, I wouldn't sit on TikTok sat at the train tracks. It wouldn't happen. You don't do it. If you're really, really poorly, then you're just, you're just not there. Do you know what I mean?
She was filming other people when she was in the emergency department as well. She was showing other people. You could hear other people's names being called out, everything like that. Now, if I was there and I was there for whatever reason, I might not have told my family. And then they hear on TikTok that I'm there because she's deciding to stream live and not protecting anyone around her's information. How dare she? She doesn't have that right.
Yeah, you could disclose anything at that point, couldn't you, really?
Well, exactly. And what if you're there? What if you're under some sort of protective order or whatever? Now your ex, who was abusive, that you're hiding from, now knows where you are.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. I mean, it does say in hospitals, and I know because I've been there quite a bit, that you're not allowed your mobile phones in certain areas.
Well, you're not even allowed to film yourself getting a blood test because my daughter wanted to do it for TikTok, and they were like, "No, Scarlett, like, no, you can't have me in you can't have me in your video. You'll get me in a lot of trouble." So I don't know why a nurse didn't pick up on the fact that she was filming herself in the hospital and say, "No, you can't do that."
Because she did it so discreetly.
Told the hospital, and the security had to ask her to stop filming. And even then, she got funny about it, but she did eventually stop recording only after she was told to stop.
Does she live on her own?
Yes, I believe she does, but she has a PA.
Has a PA.
Oh,
Yeah, she's not entitled to carers.
Oh my lord!
Oh, I got someone at the door. Please excuse me.
I'm on mute.
Hello. Okay. Do you know what's really annoying? When you've just got out of the bath and you've just fake tanned and someone comes to the door, now I have to find something to put on that's not going to get covered in tan.
My hair dye, if I'm doing my hair dye, because I dye my hair quite bright colours, if I'm in the middle of dyeing my hair and then the delivery guy comes and knocks at the door and I look like I've got pink all over my face, I can't hide that.
I definitely think she's got a rogue mod though, because like Max just said, her mods told trolls go ahead and ring the hospital. I do think she's got a rogue mod somewhere in there.
I think it's Pitta, you know. I just want to introduce the three people that have come on. So, Amy, hello, welcome to the live.
Hi, what I wanted to come on and say is I think that she's very aware that TikTok has gone soft and that she knows that people will always defend her if there's trolls, because people just will. That's the issue now. People are so soft these days that they won't see her for who she is. They'll see that she's being bullied, and then that's how she'll get all the people defending her. And I'm someone who's got GCA, so I'm in pain, like, you know, every day. I don't sit on here crying about it. I just get on with my day. I look after my kids. And if you're in so much pain, there's no way in hell you would be sat on live for 2, 3, 4 hours a day, because you just wouldn't be able to. You wouldn't be able to have that positive vibe, that positive energy, even just sitting on there. So she knows full well that she's just getting what she wants out of this. She's getting the gifts and she's getting the attention, and that's all she wants. She's not bothered if she's in the right or the wrong. She just wants the attention.
I totally agree with you. I'm just going to bring in Sun. Hello, welcome to the live.
Right, I just want to say she's a little nigger combo.
Congratulations. Do you feel better? Like, did that get it out of your system? Okay, let's get some more people up.
I'm just going to have to jump down, but thank you very much for letting me in. And I've dropped you.
No worries. You're very welcome.
Bye.
Here's the thing. Do not put your real name, last name on your TikTok. Get rid of that shit. Pick up a fucking nickname or something different, just to keep yourself safe.
Yeah, my name isn't Maggie at all. It's not even close to my real name. And I don't have anything that connects my TikTok to my real life.
No, me neither.
And I don't show my face. I won't show my face. And whether people think that I'm a coward because I won't do it is up to them. But it's because of my job. I mean, someone recognised me yesterday from my voice, but that was my best friend's sister, so obviously she's going to know. But I don't care if she knows who I am. She's not going to do anything about it. But yeah, I mean, the fact that she keeps on saying that she's getting doxxed, no, all her personal information is on the internet. Once it's on the internet, it's fair game. Anyone can use that. You know, your house is on Zoopla, then it's got your address. Yeah, it's free for everyone and anyone to use.
Her next door neighbour, who apparently she's had fallings out with in the past, and they're on rocky terms at times. Her next door neighbour's one of her mods, so I think that's the rogue mod. Person.
Yeah, I do as well. I don't trust Pitta either.
There's something a bit dodgy about Pitta.
I think she's one of Luna's biggest trolls, actually.
That would be an amazing turn of events, wouldn't it?
It really would.
Pitta mute. Pitta mute.
Pitta mute. Luna, hello, welcome to the live. How are you?
Hi, sorry, I just initially, obviously, I'm this Luna, I'm a totally different person, but I really wanted to just come up after what Donuts was saying about, she said about mental health and not needing medication. That really has annoyed me. So I work in mental health, and I also have mental health myself, and I'm on medication for life for it. And there are people out there, and I have lost people to unaliven themselves, and literally had a patient who's done that just recently. So that kind of spreading that kind of nonsense is dangerous. And I don't even know who this Luna person is, but already I am going to find her and block it, because, geez, I'm really sorry that you've gone through that.
Already blocked her.
Thank you. I mean, if you go on to, what's his name, Cook and Cruise with John, you'll get to see some of the exposure of her. There's also Luna Exposed. I don't know if Gravy and Mash has made their account like public again, but that was a good one. But also just go and check her out. Make your own decision about her. I don't want to influence anyone against her, because you might really like her. And that's fair enough. I have issues with her. A lot of other people have issues with her. I was on with Miss Red, and there was a lot of people that have issues with her. but again, like it's for you to decide. But Miss Red was right. She does come across as a sweet old lady, and then you peel away the layers and you realise what a manipulative, narcissistic asshole she really is.
Yeah, it's almost like, sorry, nobody else's illnesses are valid except hers.
Yes.
That's what I got from it, and I thought, I can't be doing with you. Like when she went for the parrot man, like that was because I think she got a bit dry, so she's like, oh, I'm going to start a drama with this bloke. Like, okay, right, fine, do what you want.
I mean, when I was talking to her yesterday and I said I've never had ME, you should have seen the smugness on her face. Like it's in the video, and I'm sure you'll come across it. God, that sounded really big-headed. I didn't mean it to come across like that, but it is on the FYP. So yeah, you'll see how smug she is that she's never had ME. But then I'm like, but you've never had cancer either, and like her whole face just drops. It's quite the spectacle. It really is. I'm just going to introduce D-Light. Hello, welcome to the live.
Hi, you can just call me Dee. So I've done a bit of a deep dive on Luna, actually, and I've only been sort of looking at her over the past couple of weeks. I'm also a follower of the Josh C show, who does deep dives on, well, he's doing one on Luna at the moment, or on Annette at the moment. I think what you'll find with her is that she realised about in 2022, the BBC did a sort of an article on her when she was doing the PCOS awareness. Prior to that, she had a decent enough Facebook, just all about the parrot Luna. She'd won awards for a garden with Aylesbury Council. And that was sort of what her remit was. But I think then once she got that attention in the media through to her growing her beard for PCOS awareness, which is something she had been doing, I think she then realised what the potential was to get attention. And it's continued. And if you actually look back, she's got gradually worse and worse. Quite recently, really, she's extremely narcissistic, extremely manipulative. Nobody else is allowed an opinion whatsoever. And she thrives on the attention, whether it be negative or positive. It's all about the attention for her. Now, I've got 5 joint replacements. I've got fibromyalgia. There is no way she is sitting there 8 and 10 hours a day like she does if she's supposedly in that amount of pain. It's a game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What anyone else thinks.
No, I totally agree. And she has got worse, because when I first came across her, I was like, wow, look at this woman. Like, she's actively got the beard. She's spreading awareness for PCOS. And then all of a sudden it was like something had dramatically changed very quickly. She is very manipulative.
Absolutely.
And I think she plays on the vulnerable people that are in her life.
Completely, because she's a puppet master. That's what she is. She absolutely thrives on being that puppet master, and therefore exploiting the vulnerable of society who maybe are extremely alone, maybe don't know where to look for when you first go in looking at her, you think, oh gosh, really, what a really nice woman. She's been bullied. This is all terrible. But then when you actually look into it, or if you've watched over the past few weeks, you can see how she's just becoming more. I mean, I truly believe she's got narcissistic personality disorder. That's my complete thoughts on her. 100%. And you're just watching the manipulation with other people. She's going to implode at some point. Something's going to give, without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, she's made it very plain that she's not doing PCOS awareness this month because she's got too much on. I think the thing that struck me last night when I saw a little bit of her was people were trying to gift her. They were trying to gift her at 11:30 in the evening. She was shouting at them, "Don't give me, don't give me, don't give me, give me at midnight, give me at midnight. I need to make my dailies." And I think it's just become all consuming to her now. If you look back on her, she has a Facebook for Luna from 5-6 years ago. It's all beautiful. It's about Luna, about her taking out flying, about a beautiful garden. That's what her MO was, and it was lovely. And now it's just become just an obsession that she's just. I think it's like a consumed with hate, but. Doesn't it? Do you understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I really do. I'm just going to introduce Bert, and then once Bert's had his say, or her say, sorry, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you all talk amongst yourselves because I need to dry my hair quickly, and then I'll be back on. So Bert, hi, welcome to the live.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Honestly, this is my first live.
Congratulations, welcome.
Thank you. I just wanted to say, I really think that Annette, she's a very selfish woman, and she's incredibly manipulative, and she's just not a nice person, and no matter which way she tries to spin it, she's just horrible. Like the whole like conversation with you yesterday, Maggie, and the way that she was talking about like, oh, I'm not going to talk about that, we're not talking about cancer and all of that. It's just it sickens me. And the fact is, like with your live later on in the evening when you had June on, and she like was explaining the article that Annette had put up, and basically it's just an opinion piece, but the way that she speaks to people, and like the videos of her saying ME is worse than cancer, she says it's a fact, but it's not a fact. It never has been a fact, and it's quite disgusting the way that she will spin that. And the tone that she uses to speak to people is it's vile and it's sickening, and just everything about her just makes me sick, And what you mentioned earlier about when she said that people were doxing her, she's such a professional victim, and she's a professional liar, because in what reality do you think that selling your house, it being put up on Rightmove with pictures of the interior, with it's got all of her stuff in, that someone who may know of her, who is looking for a house in the area, is gonna spot it and then not say, oh, I found Annette's house? That's not doxing. It's free information. It's publicly available. It'd be different if because there's websites you can use to go and look at someone's like personal information, like I can't remember what the website's called, but it's behind a paywall, and you have to pay, and that would be illegal. But it's the fact that this was all put in a public domain. It's not behind a paywall, but she keeps clinging to this point. People are doxing me. People are bullying me. It's like, but you have made yourself a TikTok creator, a TikTok influencer. You've made yourself recognizable and your house recognizable in so many ways. Why are you surprised that people know where you live? And she's not even going to live there for that long. Like she's literally moving. So I don't see what the issue is. It's like it's everyone else's fault and it's never hers. She just wants to always be the victim, always be in the right. She never ever wants to take accountability, and it's just really frustrating. And she hides behind her physical disability and the whole ME stuff. And just a little side point. She goes on about ME because I can't remember what the M stands for, but it sounds more scientific when she talks about ME. But ME is CFS, chronic fatigue syndrome.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like it makes it sound less it makes it sound like not as serious if she talks about chronic fatigue syndrome, but the way that she presents herself is as this like poor sickly old woman who has had so much harm done to her and no one likes her, and she's just trying her best and she's just trying to make the world better, but like she's a cunt. Sorry to say, she's a cunt.
She's a con artist.
Okay.
That she's making it up. But when I look at other people with ME, and she claims that she has moderate ME, right? So I look at other people, and yes, it affects people in different ways. I totally understand that. But I've heard so much from people that suffer with ME as well. And they're like, I have to have a nap. I can't just sit still. Like, the doctors are telling me to move around and everything. And it's very conflicting stories. And like I said, I don't want to take away from her, because at the end of the day, you know, she's got this awful condition, and I would hate to have it. But I just think making it your whole personality, the whole thing that you talk about. I mean, other than begging for gifts, what else does she talk about? Like, well, I'm being a victim and being bullied all her life. Like, what else did she talk about? You know, I don't have rich parents that pay for me to go on cruises. You know, my partner's gone to Tenerife for a golfing trip, which would bore the hell out of me. But he's gone to Tenerife. I'm home alone. I suffer with mental illness. I don't like being on my own. I've actually got my mum coming round and staying over. Like, I'm a 30-year-old woman and I need my mum staying over. But you know, she has all these luxuries. She has all this stuff to be thankful for, and she's not thankful. She just keeps on focusing on the negatives. You know, I'm thankful that I have a place of my own, because I live with my partner. It's his place, but I live here now. So I'm thankful that I've got that. I'm thankful that I've got food. I'm thankful that I've got supporters on TikTok. I'm thankful for, you know, all these things, running water, you know, shit like that. I'm not on here going, I'm so lonely, I've got no one here. No, I do that behind closed doors, you know. I figure it out, I work it out. And I know people are different, and I know people have got different personality, but when you're broadcasting it online to people, for people to have an opinion, and then you moan about people having an opinion, you need to give your head a fucking wobble.
Just anything for a reaction, anything to put the attention on her. And then she'll bitch and moan because she's got attention on her that she don't want. But, what?
And this is why it's a game. Like, this is a game for her. She knows exactly what she's doing. She knows how to manipulate people. She knows that, like, her feeling all sorry for herself is going to get the gifts and going to get the people in. You know, I had loads of people come into my comment section yesterday, and they were all from Luna's page, and they were having a right go at me, telling me that, like, I'm a 30-year-old woman, I shouldn't be bullying her, I shouldn't be doing this, I shouldn't be doing that. And I ignored it. Like, it doesn't bother me. It's words on a screen. If I was getting bothered by words on a screen, I wouldn't be able to do the job that I do, because I get called to see you next Tuesday pretty much all the time. If you're on here, you have to have
Love
a thick
that word.
But if you're on here, you have to have a thick skin. You have to know how to deal with people. Now, I think that it's not actually getting to her. I think this is a big axe, and she deserves an Oscar. Because I just don't think it's hurting her as much as she says it is. Because if I was on here crying every day because I had that many trolls and I was getting that sort of attention, I'd come off TikTok. I'd be like, do you know what? I can't handle the stress. I can't handle these people being horrible to me. I need some time. And she refuses to do it. And that's what gets my goat as well. But it's the misinformation. I don't know if anyone heard. Now, I don't know if this is true, because I've only heard it from someone else, but there was a lady in the comments, and she was talking to Luna about her 8-week-old baby, and apparently, and I want to state this very clearly, apparently Luna said just crush up some paracetamol and give it to her.
Yeah, that's something that I've heard as well. Absolutely.
And to tell people that her doctor has let her know that she can take as much tramadol as she wants. Tramadol is a synthetic opioid, which is incredibly addictive, and you can OD on it. Please don't do that. Please
no.
don't take as much tramadol as you want. Whether it's prescribed or not, make sure that you're asking your doctor and you are following those instructions, because it's just I'm angry. My words won't come out. I'm actually angry.
I think it's also actually a complete waste of time, anyone saying anything to her anyway, because as a narcissist, all attention is good to her, whether it be negative or positive attention. So, and she will never, if you, I mean, I've got a really good background with the experience of a narcissist, and you're just banging your head against a brick wall, to be honest. She knows what she's doing, and even if in her it's very hard to explain a narcissist, but she just truly believes she's right. So it doesn't matter what anybody says. It doesn't matter how negative they are, how positive they are. At the end of the day, anything that's said to her goes straight over the top of her head. So it's complete manipulation, 100%. She knows what she's doing. It isn't getting to her like she says it is, because she doesn't have the capacity and empathy for that to be that way. She's a narcissist, and therefore it's all for attention.
Well, just imagine though, right? People take her word for oath because they're so connected with us, and then somebody dies.
Absolutely.
Unalive.
Yeah,
you cannot say that word.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, but there is a lot of TikTok words you cannot say. You gotta say unalive, pew pew, and a lot of other words. It's TikTok safe words.
Okay, didn't know.
Hi Maggie, you okay?
It's all good.
Hi Jake, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. I just wanted to say, so I've been watching her for quite a while. I do think she has some health problems, but what I think is, when she was younger, her parents mollycoddled her and made out she was never in the wrong, and just gave everything she wanted because she was a bit maybe disadvantaged because she had health problems. And the result of that is how she behaves, because she thinks everyone's about her, she has the worst thing in the world. Just one of those kids that growing up, she's got everything she wanted and stuff. So I think that's...
Yeah, I think you're probably right, actually.
I tend to agree.
I mean, she has those health problems, I'm quite sure, from being a youngster, from being a child, with her hearing, with her eyesight. She's obviously got PCOS later on, and I think she has got health problems. But I think you're spot on with what you've just said there. Spot on.
Just one of those kids that are quite happy, and they think that the world's against them, and they have all these rights and things. But I do think some of the bullying's gone a little bit far. I do think people go a bit too far sometimes with her, a little bit too far. Questioning it is fair enough, because obviously she puts her whole life on TikTok. So, but when people go a bit too far, doxing, did they dox her or something, or I don't know? But
no. So all of her information is readily available online. Her next door neighbour is one of her mods, and her next door neighbour. Well, actually, no, because Luna was talking about how she was moving and everything. So I actually don't know what it's got to do with her next door neighbour, but basically her information, her address and everything was on Zoopla or Rightmove or something, and she's telling everyone that she's been doxxed because people know her address now, but it's bitch, it was on the internet.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Exactly. And her actual Facebook name. Now, she was in my live yesterday and someone gifted her, and it was a troll account with her actual Facebook name, right? And she said to me, I want that person gone because they're using my Facebook name. Now, if she hadn't told me that it was her fucking Facebook name, I wouldn't have known. So,
right, okay,
keep your mouth shut, basically.
Just playing a victim again. Oh, that's such a her thing to do.
Yeah. Exactly. It's never her fault. She never does anything wrong. She still hasn't apologised for her cancer comment. And
yeah, that was disgusting.
I mean, that's all I want, really, is a fucking apology.
Yeah.
You won't get it.
No.
Well, of course I won't get it, because she doesn't feel like she's done anything wrong. She's read from a magazine right? She hasn't stated that she's read from a magazine, but she's read it from a magazine. It's someone's opinion. She hasn't put that forward, and people have got upset. Naturally, people have got upset. And I mean, to say that one illness is worse than another is just fucking ridiculous anyway. I can't say that cancer's worse than ME because I've never had ME. So she has no right to say that ME is worse than cancer because she's never had cancer.
My mum had breast cancer, and my auntie's got fibromyalgia or whatever it's called, or ME or whatever. And I've seen both coins, so I can see how it's affecting them both ways. My auntie's really restricted to work. She's like a carer, and she's like part-time and stuff, and she gets so much bad pain. Obviously my mum still going treatment now, like in remission. So I've seen both sides of the coin, and you should never compare it at all. Do you know what I mean?
I'm glad that your mum's in remission. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, she's been for quite a while, but she's had so much long-term. I'm not trying to trauma dump, but she has so much long-term effects of it because, like, she's gone medication, she's stopped it coming back, and she's osteoporosis because of the drugs that she's taking. Oh, sorry, I can't say that. Whatever. That she's taken. So her bones are like really weak.
Just say rugs.
Rugs. Yeah, so her bones are like really weak because of it. Like, and she's losing a lot of bone density, and she's putting a lot of weight and stuff, and she's just getting depressed, and her knees. Like, do you know what I mean? So it's long-term effects. That woman in Miss Red's life is spot on with how much it affects you afterwards.
Exactly, and I'm the same. I have long-term effects. I still have like really bad brain fog. Well, I'll be mid-sentence and my brain will just stop working. I can't run anymore, just like that lady's little boy. I'm tired a lot of the time. I do have to take naps, but I still keep myself busy. Like, I go to work. I have a full-time job. I go to work. It has given me PTSD. There are certain times when, like, I'm very comfortable talking about it and talking about what I've gone through, but then when other people bring it up and talk to me about it, I burst into tears because I'm not in control of that conversation.
Yeah.
And it really does get to you. And yes, I am cured. Well, I'm in remission. There is a chance that it could come back, but at the moment, right, I don't have it. And it's fantastic that I don't have it. But all that support that I had during the cancer,
all this, and she said
as soon as you get the all clear, that's it. You don't see your nurses anymore. You don't get that support. Can everyone just mute whilst they're not talking, please? You don't get that support anymore, and you're just sort of left to your own devices. And I can do counselling through Macmillan, and I have done, and I probably need to go back actually. But all that support that I had from my nurses, like, I spent 4 hours, like, my chemo would take 4 hours to go into me. I would have a chat, I'd have a cup of tea, I'd have lunch, you know, all with the people that were looking after me. And then it all just stops and you just don't see them anymore. And those relationships that you've built up for 6 months are then just gone, and you feel lonely and you feel abandoned. And it's not just a physical thing, it's a mental thing as well. And I don't think that people understand that. If they haven't gone through it or they haven't seen it, then they just don't understand that the effects that it has on you mentally and physically. But I'm not here to get sympathy. I'm not here to get gifts or whatever. I'm here to spread awareness that you can't be comparing illnesses. And unless you've had cancer, you can't be talking about how it affects you because you just don't know.
Can I talk?
Yes, you can.
I was just about to ask for talk, sorry.
No, that's all right.
So, my dog actually died unalived from cancer. I've had friends that have actually unalived from cancer. I've had my auntie that has survived cancer. I don't talk about it for myself, but I've had family members, and I don't like people talking about cancer if they've never gone through cancer. As I have never, I'll never say that I've got cancer because that's fucked up. I had a friend that fucking faked fucking bowel cancer, for fuck's sakes, an ex-friend. It ended up turning out to be fucking that they had to be gluten fucking free.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that's not funny, but
I know. But Maggie, I've always got your back. You know that.
thank you. I appreciate that. I do.
Little Miss Brax wanted to talk. She's wanted to talk for a while.
I will let little Miss Brax go, then I'll go up to Buffy, and then I'll go to John, if that's okay. Hi. Little Miss, are you there?
If she's not there, can I say a few things?
Yeah.
Is that all right? So basically, I've been watching her for a while.
Oh, hang on a minute. She's here. She's here.
Oh.
Hello, Little Miss? Little Miss, you got 5 seconds and then we're moving on. 1, 2. Can I talk after? Oh, yeah, you can talk after. That's fine. Right. Whoever was talking, because I was doing my eyeliner, sorry.
That's me. So basically, I've been watching her for a little while. She self-diagnoses herself with a lot of the conditions that she thinks that she has. I don't know why that she does it, but if you watch her in her lives, she'll ask questions about certain illnesses. She tried to do it the other day with Zach about ADHD and stuff like that. She thought it was actually hereditary, you know. So I don't know where she's been reading that at all.
She got 5 seconds and then we're moving on. 1, 2. Can I talk after? Oh, yeah, you can talk after. That's fine. Right. Whoever was talking, because I was doing my eyeliner, sorry.
That's me. So basically, I've been watching her for a little while. She self-diagnoses herself with a lot of the conditions that she thinks that she has. I don't know why that she does it, but if you watch her in her lives, she'll ask questions about certain illnesses. She tried to do it the other day with Zach about ADHD and stuff like that. She thought it was actually hereditary, you know. So I don't know where she's been reading that at all. And she was, you know, she's been asking about medical conditions for a while, you know, and she'll leave it for a while and then she'll go back to it and say, oh, she thinks she's got, or she's got something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not, and I actually watched her, you know, in that live where she, you know, she said about the ME and cancer and stuff like that. And I just thought, how can you compare the two? They're very two, you know, they're two very, very different, you know, illnesses. And with ME, you get, you know, fatigue, you know, all sorts of things. And with cancer, you know, unless you know what stage of cancer it is, you know, some are operable, some are not, some are, you have to go through chemo, radiation, you know, all sorts. So how can she say that, you know, it's worse, you know, having ME than cancer? You know, the woman is absolutely bonkers, you know, and to say these things and the way how she, you know, she goes about addressing people as well. And if she doesn't like what you're saying, you know, she'll block you. You know, she's absolutely bonkers.
She absolutely is. We're going to move on to Buffy and then we're going to go to John and then we'll go to Little Miss, okay?
Thank you so much, Maggie, for letting me in your box. I was in Miss Red's waiting to speak, but got kicked because of the Corey situation. But I didn't even follow Luna. I liked a couple of posts that person at the bottom there, John, did. He's all right on a good day. But I've just spent the last week in hospital. I've been surrounded by people who have chronic illnesses, have the C word. I've seen people have those curtains pulled round, the soundproof curtains, and told, sorry, there's nothing else we can do. Luna has no right to say anything and say an article that was in 2015 as well, But I lost my late husband to the C word. My mum had it. I've got a chronic illness. But I wouldn't come on here trauma dumping. She knows what she's doing. She's a master manipulator. And when I watch the Zach and Luna interaction, which is on the Observer's YouTube, he was so smart. He literally exposed so many lies of hers. And she needs off this app. She's too dangerous. But all I want to say is much love to every single one of you who have gone through it with family members and relatives. You guys are so, my heart goes out to every single one of you. And Maggie, keep on with the awareness.
Thank you.
But the other thing I wanted to say is I'm really concerned about those parents, because my parents are in their 80s. I'm 50 as well, but I would not dream of saying, Mummy, could you send me on a cruise, please?
Yeah. If I asked my mum for a cruise, she'd be like, are you fucking stupid?
I mean, my dad almost killed me at 9 years old when I asked for a pony, but...
Unalive. Sorry.
Yeah, you have to say unalive.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry. My parents almost grounded me when I asked for a pony. But keep on with the awareness. Much love to each and every one of you. And John, please do some vegetarian meal cook-offs, not just concentrate on the meat.
There will never be a vegetarian cook-off in my life. I always tell you that I love the sausage. I'm sorry that I have to have that.
All right, keep your personal life out of it, John, all right?
Much like love to all of you, and have a great day, guys.
You too. Take care. Have a lovely weekend.
Be safe, Buffy.
Oh dear, do you know how sad this makes me feel about the effects that this creature, I'm not even going to be nice anymore, that this creature is having on people, like just by her words, her actions, everything. And the thing that I've actually thought about, sorry about the noise, I'm doing my makeup, but the thing that I've thought about is that, yes, that article was from 2015, right? So did she actively search whether cancer is worse than ME to say it on live, or was it something that just popped up? Like, is she actively looking for these stories to create controversy, or is she just so stupid that she says everything that comes into her brain? I just don't know.
What is ME?
ME is chronic fatigue syndrome. So basically, it means that your batteries don't recharge. You could have a full night's sleep and you still feel extremely tired when you wake up. It can affect your muscles, your movement, etc. But doctors do encourage, and I'm just quoting from what other people have said, by the way, so don't come at me. But apparently, you're meant to keep moving so that the condition doesn't like take over you, basically. So you're meant to go for like little walks, do a bit of chair yoga, just keep moving, do activities, take naps when you need to take naps, but just, do the best you can. But yeah, I think she plays on it a little bit. John, hello.
Sorry, I didn't want to up your bullying of her there. So look, I don't know anything about cancer. I've never been through it. I haven't had a family member directly go through it. I think there is a link to my family somewhere, but I think they'd rather me not talk about that. But I don't talk on things that I don't know about because it's disrespectful to those people. So you'll never see me talk about anything like cancer or anything like that when I don't know about it. And also, I don't talk about women's bits because I don't know anything about women's bits either. So, I don't come to me with questions about that, okay? So what I will say is that you did really well yesterday. I think you were put in a very difficult situation.
Thank you.
She was desperately trying to control what you were doing and what you were saying, which is basically what she does with everyone in her life.
Mm-hmm.
and you just saw a tiny part of it, and it was enough for me. I was sat there fuming watching it, that you know it was going on. But you were very good with what you said, and you still went ahead and asked the tough questions.
Yeah.
And the tough questions that even today she still refuses to answer. And I'm not just talking about me. I'm talking about a number of the things that you raised. Obviously, I felt compelled after you had that conversation with her when she said she had no idea about it going on. I had to do a video and show people that actually, even in one of her messages, she very clearly says about contacting my workplaces and encouraging people to do it. I mean, she literally says something along the lines of, you know, we can point them in the right direction.
Yes.
So, you know, that I'd never released that message before. That was the first time that I'd released it, because I'm not someone who goes around releases private messages all the time or anyone like that. But when you're coming across and saying all of these things, and it's out there for people to see, I wasn't the one who leaked this chat, it was someone else, then I think people need to see that.
Yes.
Because that just goes to her character, because she comes on and she's all, you know, I'm a Christian and I am who I am on here in real life too. That's damn true. I can tell you that. You know, she is like that in real life. But I don't want people to get sucked into this for a number of reasons. You've already identified one of those, which is if someone is going through cancer, maybe they'll start to think that's the right way to treat other people.
Yeah.
You know, or if they've got an illness or a disease, they think it's fine to compare that illness with other people without realizing how much it hurts others. And because she is an influencer, she will influence people who are vulnerable to do those things themselves.
Yeah.
And that's the same when it comes to gifting. You know, as soon as she went through all this drama, what was the first thing she did? You know, she didn't try and raise money for charity or anything like that. She went straight to try and get in the dailies.
Yeah.
That says all you need to know about someone like that.
Exactly. And there's a live that I saw where someone was trying to reach out to her for some help, and she was like, I've told you to talk to Pitta, but I'm doing a battle now, so I can't talk to you right now. No, sorry. If someone came on my live, I mean, I don't do battles anyway because I don't care about the gifts. But if someone came onto my live and was like, I really need your help, I want to talk to you about X, Y, and Z, I'd be like, yeah, all right, I'll come off my live and we'll have a chat in my inbox. But to just, like, fuck them off like that, what are you doing? You know, you're obviously someone that some people look up to and look for advice, and you didn't have the time because of your selfish motives. And it infuriates me. I've never, like, I don't like Alphabet, I don't like CLA, I don't like a lot of the big creators on here. I think they all do the same sort of thing, but they've never done anything to, like, personally piss me off. And I'm literally going at her because of the cancer thing. And I know I keep bringing it up and I am sorry, but it angered me so much that someone who's never gone through it thinks that their illness is worse. And it might be. I've never had ME. Can't say that it is or it isn't worse. But to be so brazen about it and so confident and say it with so much chest and belly.
It's less the fact that she did it originally. It's the fact that she continues to do it and she continues to share that article and she wants everyone to know about it and she's unapologetic in that. And that's the worst part of it. You know, fair enough. You say something, you make a mistake. She had posted an apology video and she immediately removed it the next day.
Did she actually?
She did. She posted an apology video with her bird on her head, like some sort or comedy response, and she attempted to apologise for the way that you misunderstood what she said.
Oh, right, yes, because again, it can't be anyone else's fault but hers.
Yeah. Oh, here we go, Art Deco. So there's a little tiny group of her mods that run round and target me. It's quite funny, really. It doesn't bother me, but, you know, here's Art Deco in here saying I'm taking over again. You know, I'm very careful to make sure that I don't take over because I don't want to.
You're on the big screen now. You are.
Now I've taken over. Now I've taken
my
over.
life, John. Do it.
Come on, Art Deco, hop in the boxes and come and tell me why you think she's such a lovely lady. Why don't you come in and do that?
Do you know who did take over my life, though? She took over my life.
Actually, Maggie, can you stop talking, please, and change your profile picture?
Exactly, and turn the comments off.
Hey, Deco, get up in the box. Come on, be a fucking grow a pair of balls. Come on.
Because you know why they don't come in? Because they don't have anything to say in defence other than you're bullying her.
Yeah,
that's it. That's the only defence. They don't address the fact that she's like this as a person or her attitude.
You're doing is disgusting, mate. I just want to let you know. And you're a bully.
What's disgusting? Hang on a minute. What's disgusting?
You're a bully. That's all I got to say, mate.
Well, I'm a bully. Okay, thank you.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is you came there, you intimidated her, spread lies.
With 2 followers and 3 following.
I'm one of
Did
the
you
hardest
actually just
men in
make
the
that
UK,
account
mate.
yesterday, motherfucker?
I'm one of the hardest men in the UK. If you want to straighten...
No, you're not. Come down to Australia. Seriously.
Is this
Take on a
Ronnie
fucking
Pickering?
kangaroo.
Is this
Take on
Ronnie
a fucking
fucking
kangaroo.
Pickering?
Mate, listen, I was in prison with the Cray
No.
twins.
I'm not going to listen to you.
With the Cray
You
twins,
pussy.
mate.
You're a fucking pussy.
Okay, how about
Hang on a minute. You
came onto
you
a
were with the
fucking
Cray
live.
twins.
You're
I was
a
in
man.
Belmarsh.
You came onto Maggie's live saying that she's a
Listen, you're
fucking
Australian,
bully.
mate.
You're a fucking pussy.
Listen, read my book.
Come on,
pardon.
cunt. Come down to
Come on,
Australia. I
Oh,
dare
do you?
you to take on a kangaroo. I
used to
fucking
go to Australia, and what I used to
100%
do-
dare you to take on a fucking kangaroo.
When I was in
You're
Australia, I
a
used to-
fucking pussy.
Hang on a minute.
Listen, mate.
Didn't the last Cray twin die?
If you have a look at my profile picture, you'll probably sort of like get the gist of 2 of the people that's in my profile picture with me, which is Mad Frank Fraser and one of the Richardson mob.
I had no idea what just
anything
happened.
about
but-
like craze and stuff like that.
John, it's okay.
I wouldn't bother with them. They're just they're probably make believe people.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but if anybody wants to come after Maggie, come fucking through me. I don't give a shit.
Oh, I have to remove Nemi. Nemi, you can come back up. Sorry, you got a violation. I'm not being funny, right? But I am the least intimidating person in the world. I am 4'11". I have nothing to me. Like I just want answers to questions. And I really wasn't intimidating her. If I'd have gone in and been like, you've done this, you've said this, how dare you, you can't say anything against it, I've seen your life, right, then yeah, that would have been out of order. But I kept my composure. I didn't swear at her. I literally asked questions that she couldn't answer. And if she felt intimidated, then that's on her.
The thing is, what I don't get with her is that she'll build up this great big drama and then all of a sudden, like, she won't want to be live with somebody and then she'll come off. But
it's just all
if she's doing it for views and, gifts and stuff like that, then why does she get all hyped up where people are giving her gifts and that, and then her numbers drop? Where she's like completely cut them off.
I'll shut down and send
I don't
everybody
understand it. I think that I don't think the diagnosis is right somehow. I think that there's something not quite working upstairs.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm not a psychologist. I started a psychology degree, and then unfortunately my dad went into hospital with stage 4 bowel cancer. So I didn't finish my degree. I was looking at streets, to be honest, in my first module. It's a load of crap. I hated it. So I'm not going to claim that I know everything about psychology, but there is something. She is a few sandwiches short of a picnic, right? And she knows what she's doing.
Sandwiches, I'd say a couple of loaves.
She knows what she's doing. She is a very clever person. A very clever person. She knows how to manipulate people. And it's the same with a lot of these big creators. They know how to manipulate people. They know how to get the gifts. They know how to get the views. And that's absolutely fine, you know, if that's what they want to do. But when you start bringing other people's trauma into it, and cancer is traumatic, so when you start bringing other people's trauma into it, that's when I'm going to get my back up, and that's when I'm going to say something about it. And I will do everything in my power to expose her. No, I don't want to dox her. I don't want to give out public information or anything like that, because that's not me. But I will be watching her lives. I will be watching other people exposing her, and I will be like posting stuff on my page because I've had enough of it. And people might call me sad and all this other shit, but I haven't got anything to do at the moment, so this is keeping me busy. But I will do it, and I want an apology from her. As soon as she says, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have read that article like I did, I shouldn't have made those claims, I shouldn't have said it was fact, I'll leave it all alone. 100%, I'll leave it all alone. But the more she goes on, the more I'll go on.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had two fucking lives going at once. I was wondering why I was hearing another fucking live while I was in your live.
Yeah, I was like, is there an echo? Is he talking? Like, what's going on? Oh, sorry, you're she, her, aren't you?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm so sorry about that.
No, you're all good. I always say this to people, unless it's a TERF or a transphobe, I've got no problems. You don't have to say I'm sorry. I know that people do want to say sorry, but it's all good.
Okay, I will remember that it is she, her. It fucking says it in your name. Like, all I have to do is read. That's all I have to do. John
I jumped
does this.
onto another account just to make sure I came back on.
Just
sorry,
when I
just
obviously
quickly.
mention.
Sorry, just I will let you speak. But John does this all the time. He just fucks off. He doesn't say goodbye, and he's a rude cunt. I love him. I love him to pieces, but he just fucks off without a how do you do. Right, Donut, off you go.
Right, okay, so you mentioned CLA earlier, didn't you?
Yes.
Right, so in the last couple of days, she set up a GoFundMe.
She has, yeah.
For £100,000.
Yeah.
Right, that's bad enough, but I reckon that we might see Luna do exactly the same thing.
Yeah, and I wonder what she'll spend it on. Probably
I
pimp out her ride.
And I also, obviously earlier on when Jake was talking about her, was it Jake talking about her childhood and stuff and how she was never robbed?
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone questioned Munchausen by proxy with her?
Yeah, so Zach de Brat mentioned Munchausen's and was like, do you know what that is? And she said, yeah, I haven't got it. And Zach was so funny. He was like, oh, an illness you haven't got. It was so fucking brilliant. I loved it so much. But it could be Munchausen's by proxy. It could be her having, first-hand Munchausen's. It could be something completely different. It could just be her worsening her symptoms and what she's got. At the end of the day, I can't really comment because I don't know her day-to-day life. All I see is what I see on TikTok. She may really, really be suffering, but it's the way she talks to people, and people want to know more about her condition. And instead of talking to them about her condition, she just goes, it's all on my link tree, go and look it up. And that's fine. You can get like the fundamentals of what ME and PCOS is, but she doesn't talk about how it actually affects her. When people ask, when people don't ask, she'll say it out loud. No, off you go, uncomfortable.
So, I've tried to connect and talk to Annette on many occasions because I also have ME.
I've always, in my head, not believed it, if that makes sense. I was a personal trainer. I was a bikini fitness competitor. I nursed. I worked every hour God sent. When I was a student nurse in 2010, I picked up glandular fever, and they said it stays in your body for 6 years, but it just didn't go. I kept getting tonsillitis. Every time I went out for a night out, I'd get tonsillitis. And I think I was having antibiotics every other week for the tonsils, so I had them removed. And then something didn't go back. I would go to the gym and I couldn't run like I used to run. I would be falling asleep on people. My husband thought I had narcolepsy because he'd be in mid-conversation and I'd be gone. So I was referred to the immunology clinic in Sutton. I think there's only one big one, and that is in Sutton. And I was asked a load of questions about sleep and so forth. And what made me go was because I nearly crashed my car, falling asleep whilst driving. That was how serious it had got. So we go forward 7 years on. I carried on working as a district nurse. I wasn't going to have this tell me that, because I get tired and pain, that I'm not going to stop working. It's only now that I've stopped working because I then became a risk to others, giving out medication when I'm fatigued, driving my car when I'm fatigued. I can't look after somebody when I'm unwell. I become a liability at work, if that makes any sense. So I dropped my hours down. And I went from working probably about 40 hours a week, because I would do days to nights just to earn extra money, to working 30 hours, then to working 20 hours. And then I collapsed at work one day and my doctor said, "You've just got to have time off." So I'm having a year off, which is the worst thing ever, because it's not good for your mental health to be stuck at home all day. You need a routine. I still get up at 7:30 every morning as if I'm going to work. And I'm not. But I find things to do. But I'm not sleeping during the day like I was. Before, I'd finish work at 3 and I would be physically exhausted to the point where I can't hold a conversation, and then I'll be doing my nursing paperwork at 10 o'clock at night. Now with Annette, she doesn't help herself, and I've tried to explain this to her, but she won't listen. She doesn't want to hear from anyone. On the nursing perspective, I'm not stupid, and when I look at the size of her, we've all been the kindest way I can possibly be. Those joints have to take a lot on. Does that make sense? When you're overweight, I'm no skinny cow. I'm not what I used to be. I used to be a size 8 and full of muscle. But if she was to adapt her diet, I think she would find a massive improvement. And there is diets out there like the keto diet or the raw veg diet, and I know they're boring and I know they're miserable, but I think it would help her a lot. And sitting in a wheelchair is not the advice I was given at the ME hospital of chronic fatigue, whatever they call it now. I've also been diagnosed with fibromyalgia, but I didn't believe that, and I paid for a private MRI and it showed that I've got a crumbling spine. So I don't know. I think they use ME and fibro when they can't find anything else wrong with somebody.
Yeah.
She needs to have physio. Now, if the doctor sees that she's in a wheelchair, I know for a fact that a doctor would say, "You are young, you need to have physio to get you walking." She says that she can walk, but why is she always in a wheelchair then? Does that make sense? I get very frustrated because I haven't had a holiday in 7 years because it will wipe me out. I haven't been out with my friends in 7 years because it will wipe me out. And I was working to sleep. That was it. I was coming home from work and sleeping, And I think that she has been pandered to all her life. Her parents have allowed her anything she wanted, she got. My parents would never pay for me to go on a cruise. They love me, but they won't pay for me to go on a cruise.
Yeah.
Am I making sense, or am I talking complete rubbish?
No, you're actually making so much sense. And that wheelchair that she's got, she bought herself.
Yes.
Because the NHS wouldn't give her one.
Exactly. No, the NHS would not give you a wheelchair if they felt you don't need it. If they felt that you're actually able to walk and have breaks in between walking, they would not supply you with a wheelchair.
No.
There's many patients I've been to where you have to go with them for the wheelchair fittings. They wouldn't give her a wheelchair because she can walk. Now, if she didn't walk, she would have muscle wastage where she wouldn't be able to stand at all. There is exercises she can do. I don't know if anyone knows about Lisa Watt. Whatever. She's on here and she has fibromyalgia and really terrible arthritis. And she's lost 8 stone in weight in just doing seated exercise, seated Zumba, and watching what she puts in her mouth. And
Is she the really large lady?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen her. I see her do her workouts, and I'm just like, wow. Look at you go.
She's brilliant. I followed her since she had about 1,000 followers, and I've watched her journey, and it's amazing. Now, I'm taking the cheater's way, and I'm back on the Saxenda injections because I've crept up to a size 20, which I don't want to be that size, and I'm back on those injections, and I've lost, I say, about 3 stone so far in a couple of months. And then once I have lost the weight, I've got to be very careful with my diet because I was eating junk because I was miserable, because I wasn't going to weddings, I wasn't going to functions. And she would qualify if she went to the NHS, to the weight loss clinic. She would qualify for these injections for nothing. I just think she needs to stop using ME as an excuse, and sort of pull her big girl's knickers up and just say, right, I'm going to fight this and I'm going to do really well with it. But the article with regards to the cancer that come out of the ME Association magazine, I subscribe to it, and it's just misery. It's a misery book. I just throw it in the bin now because I've unsubscribed because it's just like it's basically doom and gloom. And it focuses on a young lady that recently died with ME, and
Unalive.
Pardon,
you can't say that word.
Oh God! Yep, sorry.
No, you're good.
Passed from ME, and the coroner said it was because she couldn't get nutritionally fed in hospital because they had no idea about ME in the hospital. So there is now a CPD training module for doctors and nurses to learn about what ME is, or chronic fatigue, because obviously there's loads of people coming forward now after COVID that have chronic fatigue.
Yeah.
But I found it frustrating. I've cried, I've got angry, I've tried to get back on the treadmill and then been in pain the next day. I'm now filling with fluid. We don't know why I'm filling with fluid. So it's, I believe that's because I'm overweight. And if I get a bit of weight off me, I won't be filling with fluid. And it will certainly help my back pain. I just think that the more that she's also spoke about, the more she likes it because she's got attention.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I know that I'm speaking about her. I know that I'm giving her airtime, and that's fair enough. But I want her to acknowledge me. I want her to acknowledge the people that come up and share their stories. I want her to know that there are people out there who have the same things as her and who are doing something about it, who are not just sitting around moping, hoping that people are giving them sympathy. They're actively doing what they can to make their lives better.
God, yeah. I mean, I've even though I'm not working at the moment, and I do struggle to get in and out of my car, and I shuffle about some days, and I can't walk my dogs till late at night because in the morning I'm no good to anybody. I want to volunteer. I want to do something. I have skills as a nurse, so let me volunteer at Age UK as being a companion, and I do a couple of hours a week. Then that gives me that sort of sense of I'm helping again, where at the moment I don't have a purpose in life. Yeah. I used to have a purpose. I was a nurse. I helped people at the end of their life. I helped people when they needed someone. And I just think she needs to get out of this ME thing that she's in. She's got it stuck in her head and the PCOS. And
So
that's how she identifies herself, as ME and PCOS, not as somebody who likes to collect bears and enjoys dragons. That she just wants to identify about that, and I think that's all I've got to say, if that makes any sense at all. I just wanted to say about the article.
No, it really does, and I appreciate it. I had someone come up on my live yesterday, and she read from the article, and she said that this is someone's opinion.
Yeah.
So for Luna to come on her live and say that this is fact, this is her opinion, is absolute horseshit.
Yeah, I read the article and my mouth dropped. Now, my dad has cancer. My best mate I lost last year to cancer, and he was 42 with two little girls, 8 and 9. I lost a mate at the age of 20 to cancer. To actually say that it's worse, I was shocked, absolutely shocked. And also the other thing is, I worked at the Royal Marsden Hospital years ago, and a lot of patients had chronic fatigue after going through having poison put in your body.
Yeah.
So it's very similar in that sense, that they would be consistently fatigued, but one can have a terrible outcome, and one has just a long-term outcome. Or if you dwell on it like someone is, it can become terrible.
The problem is, like, there are kids that are born with cancer that don't even make it to the age of fucking 18. ME is not related. I don't know much about ME, but there are more things, like even motor neuron disease is really fucked up.
I've seen so many patients with MND, and I've walked out in tears because you see pictures of them playing golf, and it would be a year ago playing golf or running a marathon, and then they're on the bed and talk or have a conversation with people.
Is that what Stephen Hawking had?
I think he did, yeah. I think what would really help is if she went out and did a day of district nursing with palliative, and it would open her eyes completely, and I think that she would go, okay, I'm going to look at how I can change my life and how I can help people with ME, but in a positive manner, not in a doom and gloom manner.
I agree entirely with this lady. I think she's absolutely fabulous. My eldest daughter has polycystic ovaries. Obviously, it's not life-threatening. But she's got a really good job, but she struggled with the weight. She couldn't polycystic ovaries, and she tried different medications. She tried everything, and nothing would work. So, contrary to what people think, I totally backed her on this. I went with her. She had a gastric sleeve. In April. She wasn't huge, so she couldn't mobilise at all. She's lost 5.5 stone.
Bless her, she's done well.
And she's joined a gym, which a company that she works for pays for. I mean, a lot of people don't get that sort of thing, but you can get it on the NHS. If you're overweight, they do give out free memberships to gyms to help with your weight loss. And
exactly.
Yeah, and I did approach Luna once. I got blocked for it, but I said I feel as though if you lost weight, and I don't mean it in a nasty way, that you would become mobile, and you I don't know. She'd just see more to life, and it's as if she dwells on her illness.
When you think about like the heart, the liver, you'll have visceral fat around the liver, and also those bones are not designed to carry that amount of weight. So your bones will hurt, your legs will ache. And I'm not just saying that from I used to be a personal trainer perspective. I'm just saying it as somebody who has lost 8 stone in the past and competed for bikini fitness, to somebody who has gained all the weight back again, not fully, but we were on the border, and I had to have a scan because I was collecting fluid in my leg, in edema, and it showed that I had fatty liver, and it was quite severe. So it sort of gave me the kick up the backside of, I've got to sort this out now, otherwise I won't be here.
I actually feel really sorry for her because sorry, Gore, we will get to you, because she doesn't have a quality of life.
No.
Yeah, okay, she goes out to shows and stuff, but she doesn't have a quality of life. And there's so many people out there with different strains of ME, and they're still doing things. You know, they've got friends, and friends can come over, and they just do things to help themselves. But this lady is like, whether she has mental health problems or not, she's on live, she's crying all the time. She's not helping herself, she's not willing to get help from anyone else, and it seems like she's just stuck doing the same things day in, day out. And it must be torturous for her in a way. But if she was a nicer person, I think people would have more respect for her. And
I don't live far from her, and I said to her in a private message, because I had an old teddy that's like 150 years old, give it to me, and I showed her this teddy, and I said, I don't know what to do with him. I was willing to give that teddy to her because I know how much she loves teddy. I don't want anything for it, I just want someone to love it. And I said, I live in Staines, that doesn't matter. I used to live in Croydon, and we've moved to Staines to a one-bedroom masonette because I haven't got to walk upstairs then. And I said, I will happily drive to you, and then it would be nice to have somebody who has something in common that I could maybe once a week come drive down for an hour, because I don't drive any more than that until in case I get fatigue. And have that companionship. And she didn't want to know.
No, of course she didn't, because she's very happy being alone, being her sad, stuck-up, narcissistic, condescending self. Gore, hello, welcome to the live.
I will leave you alone, guys, because I've got.
Yeah, I'm going to drop down.
So. No worries. Thank you for coming up.
To talk to you all. Have a good day.
Have a lovely weekend.
You too. Bye, lovelies. Bye.
How do I get out?
I'll help you.
Thank you, dear.
Oh my God, I'm showing my face now. Dear God. I've got no makeup on either.
It's all right. We can't see you unless you save it, so it's fine.
Oh, that's all right. No, don't save that. Get out. Disconnect.
Right, I'll go to Gore, then I will go to Sharon. Hello, welcome.
So I just wanted to say like two things. The first thing is it's very hypocritical how she's very online bullying is terrible, which it is, by the way. Online bullying is bad. But as a content creator, you have to expect to get some sort of constructive criticism now and again, and it doesn't come from a place of bullying. It's genuinely like, hey, this is a bit problematic what you've said or whatnot, you know. But she won't have that. She'll set her weird cult on it and she'll be like, oh, fuck off on her lives now and stuff like that, which she does for a very clear reaction. So I'm very glad like lives like this are finally coming about. And the second thing I wanted to say is this cancer thing, like it, because I used to feel bad for her. I was like, you know, this poor woman, she's just going live, like the piss is being taken out of her, all this stuff. But after hearing what she said about cancer, it is like my aunt, who I was very close to, had cancer, to watch someone deteriorate to that level is absolutely gut-wrenching. Any human being can experience. And then for someone like that to be so condescending, so smug, oh, my illness is worse than cancer. It's just like, it makes me feel a bit sick. Like, where is your empathy for other human beings? And it's bad for people who do have ME. You know, it gives them a bad name, and it's just like, to watch her be so condescending to even her own followers. I just don't understand why people would blindly follow this person. Like, I'm like in awe. Like, I'm getting a bit like wound up saying this. Like, oh, my illness is worse than cancer. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's so insensitive. It makes me feel sick. I watched that live when it happened for the first time, and I was just sat there absolutely gobsmacked. And you know, these lives, they're not bullying. It's a space where you can share constructive criticism, because she won't take it. And it gets to a point where people are fed up. You're spreading these things. She's clearly trying to piss everyone off for gifts or whatnot. So, you know, this is not bullying at all. It's constructive criticism. And for you to sit there on a live, getting all that money, getting all those gifts, and then saying, my situation is worse than a cancer patient is absolutely sick. And that she should be taken off the TikTok for saying that. I'm sorry, but she should. I'm gobsmacked at her saying that. But yeah, I just really quickly just wanted to share that.
No, I appreciate it. And this live, do you know how many people I've had in this live who've come in and shared their story about their illnesses or the illnesses of their families? And I love that they find it a safe enough space to be able to do that, because I'm sure that a few of them have tried to tell Luna, and Luna's just been like, I've got this and this is how it makes me feel. And they're not listening, like she's not listening to other people. She just wants to talk about herself all the time. Now, there are illnesses that people have mentioned to me that I have no idea about. I haven't experienced them. And I used to be a carer, and I did care for a lady who had fibromyalgia. And I had to shower her and moisturise her and get her dressed and everything. And then I would go down, make her a cup of coffee and get her breakfast ready and stuff. Because she couldn't do it herself. And I've seen the pain. So if anyone's out there going, oh, fibromyalgia isn't a thing, it really is a thing, and it really does cause a lot of pain. But I can't say any more than that because I haven't experienced it. So listening to other people's experiences is good education for me, and I do feel sympathy for them, and I can empathise for the ones that have had cancer or have got a family member going through it, because my dad had stage 4 bowel cancer, and then when he went into remission a year later, I got diagnosed with it. And there is, I've had first-hand family, and then I've had myself, so I can empathise there. But I've never said that my cancer or my dad's cancer, because my dad's cancer was worse than mine, 100% it was worse than mine. He had stage 4 bowel cancer. He had perineural invasion, which is where the cancer spreads to the nerve endings, and chemotherapy can't get to the nerve endings because it's only transferred by blood, which sounds crazy, but it actually can't get there. So if you've got perineural invasion, there's a good chance that it's going to stay there and the cancer will come back. He's actually got to go to the doctors. I'm furious with him that he turned down a colonoscopy the other day. I was fuming, absolutely fuming. It's his choice, but I was fuming with him. But he's a very stubborn old man. But I can say that his was worse than mine, just because if he didn't have an operation straight away, he would have unalived. Whereas mine, Hodgkin's lymphoma, although I was stage 3, is a very curable cancer. And it's very easily treated. I didn't have to have any surgeries. I had to have a PICC line, which is a tube that goes through your veins so that they can get the chemo into you. I didn't have to have any surgeries. I just had to have chemotherapy. And as tough as that was, I saw my dad go through what he went through, and it was a lot more harrowing than what I went through. Now, I can say that because I've experienced it and I've lived it. Her saying what she said, she has never had cancer. She doesn't know the symptoms that what's it called when you have effects from a medication? What's it called? They're called
withdrawal.
No, not withdrawal. The side effects. Yeah. So she doesn't know the side effects of chemotherapy. She doesn't know the mental health problems that comes with cancer. She doesn't know how chemotherapy stays in your body for up to 2 years and completely ruins your muscles. And there's different types of chemo. So I lost all my hair. Now I'm a very vain person. I'm incredibly pretty. And yes, I am up my own arse, but I am incredibly pretty. And when I lost all my hair, I lost all my confidence as well. And I know that losing the hair is something that doesn't seem like you should worry about if you've got cancer. But the first thing I asked when I got told that I had cancer was, am I going to lose my hair? That was my first question to my oncologist. And she was like, yes. And I burst into tears at the fact that I was going to lose my hair rather than having the cancer, which it can be fucked up to some people, but unless you've lived it, you don't understand. So I lost all my hair, I lost all my confidence, which really played on my mental health. I tried to unalive myself.
I'm glad you're here.
Thank you. I was constipated to no end. Like, chemo does not let you shit, or it does let you shit. It goes one or the other way. I lost my hearing temporarily. I now have tinnitus for the rest of my life, which is less annoying than I thought it was going to be, but it's still there. You know, I have all this shit, and she doesn't realise that that is what comes with cancer. It's not just you've got it, you have chemo or you have surgery, and then you're done and you're happy and you're alive.
No.
That's not it. It is so much more than that on your physical body, on your mental health, on everything. And I'm so angry that she made such a flippant comment when she doesn't understand. And I'm going to start crying in a minute, sorry. I just want her to understand what she's done and apologise for the shit that she said on such a public platform with 150,000 followers. She makes an impact. She knows she makes an impact. And for her to say that really rubbed me up the wrong way. And I'm sorry to have a rant. I really am sorry to have a rant.
Speak next.
But it just fucked me off. Yes, Nemi. Oh, wait, Sharon hasn't spoken yet. And then, Nemi, you can go.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good.
Sharon, welcome to the live. Hello.
Hi guys. I just wanted to say I've followed Annette pretty much from the beginning when she only had like a couple of thousand followers, and the Annette back then is totally different to the Annette now. When she first started, I actually thought that she was really brave because, you know, for a woman who looks the way she does, you know, she'd have a 5 o'clock shadow when she'd come on, so there would be an awful lot of questions. Yeah. I thought that she was quite brave. And I think that partly she is a victim of her own success, because I don't think for a minute when she started that she thought that she would reach 150,000 followers. And she's totally out of her depth. I agree. Totally out of her depth. She's socially inept. She doesn't know how to cope with it. She doesn't know how to speak to people. I don't know for sure. I don't know her personally, but from my observations and from the perspective of a parent of a child that has got disabilities, I know how overprotective I've been of my child. And the fact that Annette is still taking money off of her parents, she talks about her parents a lot. I think that they possibly have overprotected her as a child, and that is why she does not have the capability to be socially aware of the things that she's doing and the things that she's saying. I don't agree with what she said. I think she's bang out of order, but I think she's dug herself into such a big hole that she just doesn't know how to get out of it.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with you, actually. I did mention this earlier, that I think that the TikTok fame has gone to her head and she doesn't know how to deal with it, and she is overwhelmed. And so I feel like you can't 100% be yourself online.
No, you can't.
There are opinions that I have that I can't say on TikTok because I would get so much hate, and like they're very, very controversial opinions. So I make sure that I change my personality to be online. So I might still upset people. You're not going to please everyone, but I don't say the things that I actually think. Whereas Annette doesn't have that intelligence to know what you can and can't say online. Yeah. And she just comes out with it, and she doesn't realise the consequences of her words and her actions. And then, yeah, people are getting pissed off with her, and she's taking that as bullying, and it's not bullying. People are getting outraged by the shit that she's saying, and she doesn't see that she's doing anything wrong because, oh, they're just her opinions, they're just her views. But you have to be so savvy on the internet because it's always going to be out there for someone to see, and it's going to come back and bite you on the arse.
I mean, you know, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. If she honestly believes, which I don't, you know, I mean, she quotes all the time this article, and it doesn't matter how many times you say to her, look, just because it's written in print, do you believe everything that's written in print? You know, Harry Potter isn't real. Do you believe that? You know, she's constantly referring back to this one article. And it's like, Annette, think for yourself, realise what you've done. She will not accept other people's opinions. I mean, she's blocked me. I mean, like I say, I followed her right from the beginning, and I was quite supportive of her at the beginning. And then when all the cook and cruise with John stuff kicked off, I actually messaged her and I said, look, this is just so childish. Rise above it. You know, one of you's got to, something's got to give. You can't keep on going at each other. And she just cut me off and blocked me.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, if her opinions to her are valid, then she has to listen to other people's, and she doesn't.
She doesn't. She doesn't give a shit about anyone else. She really doesn't give a shit about anyone else. It is the Annette show, and if you've got a problem with that, then you can just fuck off, apparently. Whereas, you know, I had someone in my life yesterday, their name was Ash. They got really upset with what I was doing, saying that I was bullying, saying that I was an awful person. I saw it.
No, I saw it.
I listened to her. I got rid of everyone and I let Ash speak, just her and me. But I was confused because she doesn't like Annette either, and yet she was getting offended on her behalf and coming at me. And I was like, no, hang on a minute. I was like, you have the same feelings towards her, but I've got the bollocks to call her out on it. And if you don't like it, unfortunately, you're going to have to move on. Like, if you don't like it, don't watch my lives. I'm not going to be upset that I haven't got you as a viewer. Like, that doesn't bother me. I listen to you, I don't agree with you, and so I'm moving on. But that's not what Luna does. Luna pins the comments, she draws attention to it, she then just tells them to fuck off. Well, no, get to the bottom of it. You know, have a conversation with that person. That person's obviously got a problem with you. Like, if it's a nasty comment about her weight or her looks or whatever, yeah, fair enough, fuck them off. Like, you don't need that negativity in your life. But if it's something to do with something that you've said, get them up. Talk to them. Be like, okay, I understand where you're coming from, however, and try and defend yourself. But she doesn't even try and defend herself. She just fucking blocks or drops people.
Yeah, she gets really quite aggressive, doesn't she, with people that want answers, and that's not helping her at all. I mean, sitting and crying on TikTok, you know, I watch her do it. I watch Elphaba do it. God help him. I watch Elphaba do it. You watch CLA do it. You know, they're all very much the similar type of, and I say the word creator very loosely, they're the same type. You know, they sit there, they thrive on the drama. That's how they get their gifts. It's like, if it is affecting you to the point where you are sobbing on TikTok, you need to leave.
You do. You do need to leave. And she says, oh, that means that the trolls have won. No, sweetheart, that means that you are valuing yourself and your mental health over these people that don't know you. And that's how I would see it. I'd be like, fair play. You know,
she's survived for nearly 50 years without TikTok.
Exactly.
So she'll carry on surviving after TikTok.
Exactly.
But, you know, I think the problem is that in her personal life, I don't think that she really has much in the way of a social network. I don't think she's got much at all. So TikTok to her is her social life. And I think that is the reason why she clings to it so much, because she's found, albeit a pretty toxic community, you know, it's a community all the same that she feels in her mind that she fits into. And, she's going to continue doing this and doing it until she does get to a point where her mental health is so bad that something's going to happen.
Yeah, I totally agree. I'm going to go to Nemi, then I'm going to go to My Crafting, and then I'm going to go to Dream. So, Nemi, what did you want to say, hun?
As a kid, I had to watch my dog get put down because of cancer. That was the most grueling fucking part of my life. We took like 3 days off school because I was crying so much because I'd lost my dog. I did not want to lose my dog because of cancer. And for her to say that ME is worse than cancer, it's fucking horrendous that you can say that shit. It's fucking disgusting. And also, I'm sorry, Maggie, for saying that P word on your live. I did not want to get your live taken down.
That's okay. No, you're fine. I'm still up here. I had loads of people reporting me yesterday for bullying, and I'm still up here. So
I didn't like that person coming after you because you said that you were bullying when you were stating the facts. Also, PSA, this is an accountability live. This is not a call-out live. We are holding this person to accountability for the actions that they've fucking put towards other people. We do not want to go after this person. If you've got to, block her. Just the name's in the fucking I'm crying right now. I'm sorry. I'm gonna mute myself.
It's okay, hon. It's okay. You take your time. Right, My Crafting, Dream, and then Pen. That's the order of business. So, My Crafting, hello, welcome to the live.
Hi. I just wanted to ask which one of you it was that was talking about her own cancer, her dad's cancer.
That's me.
Because that's when was that you? Okay, yeah. Right. I just wanted to say to you about the hair business, right? I don't care what type of chemo you've had, right? If you've lost your hair, right, that is your absolute crowning glory.
Yeah.
Through terrible days, right? I mean, when I was younger, not so much now. I do have chronic fibromyalgia now, so I don't even go to the hairdressers. My hair is down to my waist. In fact, it's past my waist now. I can't sit in the hairdresser's chair for long enough to have it washed and cut and stuff like that because of my pain levels. So, when I was feeling really down and really, for whatever reason, I'd wash my hair and I'd do my hair and it made me feel a whole lot better. So, I'm not one for wearing makeup, but sometimes I might have just dabbled with a bit of makeup just to make myself feel a bit better. Mm-hmm. So what you were saying about your hair being, nothing, for want of a better phrase, I don't believe that. I think your hair is your crowning glory. I think there's a lot that you can do with your hair when you feel really crap that can make you feel a whole lot better. So I'm hoping that you'll take that on board and not feel so, I don't know what words. I had a stroke a couple of years ago, so I forget words, but
no worries, it's fine.
I'm hoping you understand what I'm trying to get at. That, your hair is important.
I do, and I really appreciate it because some people really get it and other people think that I'm just being vain because I had like this life.
It's not vanity.
Thing.
It's not vanity. When you're in a situation like that, sorry to cut you off, when you're in a situation like that where I don't care what it is, whether it's cancer, whether it's depression, and I suffer with that terrible, I don't care what the situation is. If you can make your hair look nice, it makes you feel better. Therefore, it's a whole big part of your mental health side. I don't care what anybody says. So please don't sit there and think, oh, I made a big fuss about my hair and vain, blah 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 blah. I don't believe that for 1 minute.
Thank you.
I think it's not absolute. And if anybody wants to argue about that, you need to go and argue with yourself and have a think about it, because we all go to the hairdressers and have a haircut and, you know, the barbers, and we have it into a style that we like, and we walk out of there feeling a whole lot better.
We really do.
Yeah, that speaks for itself. So as a person that has chronic fibromyalgia, I'm only 57. I've only just bought a mobility scooter, which should have been a power wheelchair, but when they take them apart to get in the car, the pieces are so heavy that I've gone for a scooter instead, because it was lighter. But she's relied. I've pushed through. I've brought up 4 children on my own. 2 of those have disabilities. 1 of them has a brain tumour. They're both autistic. The other 2 are fit and healthy, but the 2 youngest one have a multitude of disabilities. You know, they're all adults now. Cancer's a very horrible disease. My mum died of lymphoma. You know, I've had lots of people. I've had plenty of people in the family die of breast cancer. I also have a blood disorder, which absolutely pulls all my energy out, as well as the fibro. So I'm not going to say those things are as bad as cancer, but what I am going to say is I feel shit on a daily basis. And I'm afraid for her to be able to sit on TikTok and feel, you can tell, I'm sorry, but there's no pain in her face. There's absolutely no pain in her face. And I have plenty of people, when I go live, which isn't often, people say, are you in pain? And I'm like, no, I'm fine. Well, we can tell by your face. She's got no pain in her face. She's going to theatres and concerts, and she's going on cruises. Do you know what? I've just had a bit of money thrown at me, and I'm wanting to go and visit my cousins in Scotland. I'm desperate. I've not seen them for 6 years. I'm desperate. And while my brain is saying, you need to go, my body is saying, no chance.
Yeah.
Absolutely no chance. The pain, the fatigue, I don't know how she does it. I just don't know. She does so much. I don't know how she does it.
She's
I
high
really
on
don't.
tramadol. She takes as much tramadol as she wants, apparently.
If she's taking tramadol, right, she shouldn't be in that wheelchair on her own.
Well, that's why
It's
she's powered it.
Yeah, that's just a powered wheelchair. So I know my scooter. This was one of the things that I was discussed with me by the disability shop when I got my scooter last Wednesday, or the Wednesday just gone. One of the things was that because of my insurance, I need to be careful what I take. I mean, I have to be careful of what medications I take anyway, because of my blood disorder. So my painkillers amount to 8 paracetamol a day. That's all I can have, because everything else messes up my blood. And I can't afford to do that. I've already had 1 stroke. So if she's off her tits on tramadol in that powered chair, she should not be in it. She should have somebody with her. But, and if that's the case, I'm not surprised she fell out of it.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised in the
totally
slightest.
I totally agree. I really appreciate the hair thing. I remember I was in. Actually, no, I'm not going to talk about me, because you've just mentioned a lot, and I'm not Annette.
No, talk about you, because you're very valid. Your feelings are very valid. What she said, what that person said, has offended and triggered a lot of people.
It has.
And she sits there on a daily talking about her and how she feels, how her illnesses make her feel, and she does it for gifts.
Yeah.
She does it for me. That's what she does, gaslight. You're absolutely right, Nemi. She does. She absolutely gaslights people to the hilt. So no, speak about how you feel, Maggie. Let people know how it makes you feel. because the more people that know, the more people can understand, and the more people will start to shut her down.
Yeah.
It's very true. I had
Maggie,
Sorry.
I've been on a panel with you, and I fucking backed you the fuck up because some people go by it and is, and some people are saying don't call people it and is. The simple reason is those people that want to go by those fucking pronouns are valid, and I will always back you the fuck up, 100%.
Appreciate that. I really do. I remember I was in.
And
Sorry, carry on.
the one person that was like, don't call them it and is, and then there was another person that called them, don't call them it and is. I was like, fuck this. I'm unmuting. I'm going, you don't get to say that, because the simple fact of the matter is that people do go by that fucking, those pronouns. The simple fact is that not everybody goes by those pronouns, but the people that do go by those pronouns, they are valid for going by those fucking pronouns. I will never, ever be the person that ever goes behind your back. You know that.
I really appreciate that. I really do. And I remember that live, actually. I had a moment when I was going through my treatment. My hair was growing in certain places, but not in all places. And I remember I'd grown it out. Like I shaved my head before my treatment, and it was growing a little bit. And I was in a newsagent's, and the CCTV camera was pointing at the back of my head, and I could see it in the monitor that was in front of me. And I said to my dad, is that just the camera, or have I got a bald patch? And he was like, you've got a bald patch, darling. And I broke the fuck down. I cried so much in that shop. It was awful. And my mum had to go at my dad, was like, how dare you tell her? And I was like, no, I needed to know. But I did. I broke down so hard, and then I went back home and I shaved my head again. And I don't think people realise until you've lost your hair, whether it's through stress, whether it's through alopecia, whether it's through an illness, that it is something that is a big thing. I mean, I'd gained a lot of weight because I was on steroids, and I got very hungry. So I'd gained a lot of weight. I was feeling crap anyway. And then on top of it all, I was losing my fucking hair. And it was just another thing to add to the pot. And it gets you down. Like mentally, it gets you down so bad. But, you know, I wore wigs. And I used to wear really bold makeup and big earrings to make myself feel better. I bought a load of earrings off of Shein, right? Some of them were bicycles. I was wearing bicycle earrings. I had unalived fish carcass earrings. Like, it was crazy. I wouldn't wear them now. But at that point, I was like, I want something to take the focus off of my hair. And it is a big thing, and that's what people who haven't gone through that don't understand. I'm going to go to Dream and then Pen. Dream, hello, welcome to the live.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. You have to bear with me because things like this make me really fucking nervous.
No worries, you take your time.
Basically, I just wanted to say that I've never heard someone. I'm an ex-mod of Annette.
Oh my goodness, hi.
I was a mod of hers for like 7 months, I think.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to say that I've never heard someone like articulate the like. And I just wanted what's wrong with Annette and like what's problematic with her behaviour. Sorry, someone's at the door, 1 second.
No worries. I do like that I'm not the only one that has a problem with this creator, to be honest. Like, I came on, I didn't think that I would get the attention that I'm getting, and I didn't do this for attention, I did this for awareness.
No. Seriously, I saw your post about this and you did say sorry, and then I jumped on this live on the other account, got flagged, and I jumped on this one. So I'm always on your back.
Sorry about
always
that.
have your back at me.
That's okay, Dream. Thank you, Nemi. I appreciate it. Dream, off you go.
And I don't think that Annette's a bad person. I think that she's become a bit of like a professional victim.
Yes.
And she just thinks that we're all horrible people, we're all bullies, and we're all just nasty people, and it stops her from seeing what we're actually saying. I think she just completely blocks it out. I don't think she even considers it. So if she actually listened to people and what they were saying to her, perhaps she'd realise, well, I don't know if she actually will ever realise, but it would be nice.
I understand what you mean. I went into her live yesterday because she did a prophecy on my live apparently for something. And as soon as I brought up questions, sorry, Dave, I'm just going to mute you because you have a bit of an echo. As soon as I brought up questions, well, first of all, I brought up John, and she was like, no, we absolutely do not talk about him, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, bitch, you don't control what comes out of my mouth. I will talk about whoever I want to talk about. And then she, like, as soon as I started asking the questions and saying, well, I know how you deal with bullying. You come on your lives and you start crying and you start begging for gifts. Like, that's all I've seen. And she was like, right, well, I'm going to get rid of you then because you obviously don't want a conversation. You're just attacking me. And I was like, sweet. Yeah, no, I am. I'm attacking you. Yeah. I'm not just asking you questions about like how you conduct yourself. I'm not being diplomatic. I'm not fucking like, do you know what I mean? It really got to me that she wouldn't let me speak, but she won't let me speak because she knows she's in the wrong. And she can't handle it. And I don't think that she is a fundamentally bad person. She probably has a heart of gold, you know, and you can see that with the way that she treats her pets, etc. But when it comes to owning up to what she's done, she can't do it. And that's what pisses me off. And that's what pisses off a lot of other people as well.
Yeah, I don't think she's a bad person either. I think she just has like very problematic behavior and she says very problematic things. And what you said about being kind of socially inept and not knowing how to deal with people and how to talk to people, like the reason I left as a mod was because basically there was like a core mod and then there was like a normal mod, and I got like a demotion to a normal mod. And I contacted her and I was like, why did you do that? Like, it's fine, but I just, you know, you haven't even messaged me and told me why. That I've been like removed from this group chat or whatever. So I'd just like to know what I've done. And she called me for like an hour and basically explained that I was like, she thought I was like acting like John and I was trying to control her. And I found out that she'd been thinking this for a long time, and instead of just having a conversation with me about it, she'd been thinking this whole time that I'm trying to control her. And I thought, I've spent all this time thinking I'm helping Annette, pouring all this time and energy into helping her and defend her, because I did used to like kind of blindly defend her, and the whole time she just thought I was trying to control her. And I thought, this is ridiculous. Like,
she controls other people. I mean, she came on to my live yesterday, told me to take down the picture that I had up. She told me to turn off my comments, and you know, she dictated what I could and couldn't say. That's very controlling behaviour. She wanted a conversation that was going to go her way, and I'm not about that. I don't let people control me. I used to do it, and then I got confidence and I found my voice, and I won't let people control me anymore. I've had relationships with narcissists where they've tried to control me and they've gaslit me and everything, and I won't fucking have it. I won't do it. So for someone who is only known to me on TikTok, why the fuck would I let them control me? And the only reason I took down my background and I turned off my comments is because I really wanted to talk to her. And if they were her stipulations for me to talk to her, then fair enough. Turns out we went over to her live anyway, which again, I really wanted to talk to her. I would have, you know, I don't know, I would have done something stupid just to talk to her, but it was short-lived. She couldn't handle it. She couldn't handle what I had to say.
Yeah, with Annette, it's very much her way or no way at all. Like, she is very controlling, and I think she is a bit selfish as well. It's probably one of the few bad things I'd say about her personality, is that she is a bit selfish, and it is kind of like her way or no way.
Hey, Liquid Rage.
So I'm just going to go to Levi, sorry, and then I'm going to go to Liquid Rage. Okay, so we'll play it that way. Dream, thank you for saying what you had to say, and I'm sorry that she treated you that way. Is it Levi?
Hello?
Hello?
All right. Sorry, mistake. I was listening to you live and I dropped my phone and pressed the button, but I'll give you my opinion, yeah? So I'm a care assistant and I've worked with all sorts of people with all sorts of things. And you always get the odd one that is complete drama, and you always get the one that accepts it and, gets on with it. I haven't got ME, I haven't got fibromyalgia, I've never had cancer. But, I can't comment on them things. And I'm sure I can't imagine how tough it's going to be for anyone to have them things. I really can't.
Yeah.
Right? So my hat's off to everyone that suffers from that, because it might, any chronic condition is hard to deal with. Right? I don't think that it's not a competition, is it?
No.
It's not like I feel that when I watch her, and I don't watch her often, I just flick through, but when I watch her, she's so she's worse than everyone else. Attention, views, gifts. Right? The article that she keeps claiming to, I saw the live last night, and the lady said that it's written for the ME magazine, wasn't it?
Yes.
So the source that she's giving is a biased source, isn't it? Because it's written for people with ME.
Yeah.
So that's invalidated that. But I just feel that because it's her life, she controls it. She's controlling everything, but she wants all these gifts. She doesn't want to hear what you say because it's not going her way. If you all agree with her, you're fine, aren't you? As soon as people don't agree with other people, that's it. She's not having it because it's ruining the illusion. She has this wheelchair. She whatever. Fair play to her. Whatever. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? But it's like if you watch it enough, you can see through it anyway.
You can.
And there's lots of people on TikTok that give lots of misinformation. Do you understand? I'm not saying that it's right for her to do that, and I'm not saying it's wrong for you to make a live about it, because I've been listening to it. Do you know what I mean? But I just think, if you've got her head on your shoulders and you look at her, she's doing it all for attention, and I can understand how angry you are, and I would be too. And the fact of losing your hair, I can concur with, because my hair was falling out once because I've got a dodgy thyroid, which is not cancer, and I'm not claiming to understand that, but I did feel a bit funny about that. Do you know what I mean? So now I've had it all completely cut off. But anyway, yeah, so that's that. And I just agree with most of what you're saying. But like I said, I suppose if you was vulnerable, you'd give somebody, but but I just think if you really know what she's all about, you can see through her anyway, and the way she speaks to people, it's it reminds me of a primary teacher, school teacher, if we don't find all these scissors, we are not leaving this room. That's what she reminds me of that, of a librarian. Please be quiet in my life. And it's just and to be quite honest with you, who wants to come on TikTok and look at somebody as miserable as her? You know what I mean? She is miserable. She has these odd things that she does, like the Xanadu thing was quite funny. It's like, oh look, she's having a bit of a laugh. But if she's sitting there going, oh, woe is me, woe is me, woe is me, you think, oh, sod off. Do you know what I mean? And you know, I know everybody's got their life and their problems and everything else. I just think she's in a bit of a rut. She doesn't want to get up and do anything. She doesn't want to help herself. So, yeah, that's just, you know, she's not having it. That's what she's going to do. That's their image on TikTok. That's what she's going to do. That's it. When it's like I said, in my job, I've met lots of people exactly the same. They can do lots of things for themselves. They just don't want to. And it's their choice. You know, like, I mean, she can jump up and jump in a wheelchair and go on her cruises and do this and do that. You know? So, you know, I just think, sorry, I'm not used to speaking boxes and I wasn't prepared. So
well, you're fine,
I'm jabbing a bit. So I just think it's her choice to live the way she does. And it's up to, you know, we all know, like I said, anyone with a brain, if you're firing up any live, and I'm not saying you, I'm not saying every live, but most people want the gifts, didn't they? So, you know, it's your choice whether to lift or not. It's your choice whether to watch or not. When she turns around and makes it into a competition and the backlash she gets back isn't good on her part, then we're all at fault because we're not playing the game. Yeah, it's a game to her. Like I said, she gets her school teacher voice on and, you know, that's it. Whoa. You know, it's like, oh, I'm deadly serious. I've been bullied all my life. So, you know, most of us have. Most people have been bullied at one point or another in their life. And we can all say, I'm such a nice person, I'm not a bully, but we've all done it as well. Because it's part of being human, unfortunately. It's part of living life, isn't it?
It is. It is.
I just, you know, like I said, I just use it all for attention, all for gifts. And the more we talk on it, unfortunately, the more she carry on doing it.
Good afternoon, ladies.
It just gives Alpha Bacilli, the more people, their behaviour becomes more extreme because they get more and more ignored. And it just carries on, it's perpetual. So we're all enabling it in a way, aren't we? So, no, but that cancer comment, no, was way out of line from a biased report in a magazine aimed at people with ME.
And that's what I'm angry about.
Yeah, and I am as well.
Maggie,
and I don't blame you.
Maggie, what have I missed, darling? Because it's been a while since I've been on one of your lives. What have I missed?
Right. Give me a second. I'm just going to go to Liquid Rage and then I will fill you in with what's been going on, okay?
Cool beans.
Cool. Liquid Rage, hello, welcome to the live.
Long time no see, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Slightly alright. Been dealing with a narcissist myself recently.
Ah.
It is what it is at the end of the day. It's like, you know, you get people like that coming into your life and everything, and they just love to try and fuck shit up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. You've just got to kind of go, meh, they will eventually get their comeuppance at some point, and in my case, they very much fucking have. Like, they got completely fucked over. But it was... The thing that I didn't like about it was the fact that they had so much of a reach that they were just able to completely turn everyone against me. And I wasn't able to defend myself or even say anything in defense of it. It was just a case of, like, you know, oh, well, I guess I've got to continue doing shit. But, you know, it's just one of those things. And, yeah. And also, as well, you didn't tell me you knew a fucking celebrity. Fucking follow down in the comment section. I fucking follow them. Like, their content is fucking hilarious because I used to live on a council estate.
Hang on a minute. Who's what? Donna?
Yeah, council estate Donna.
Yeah. He's basically my bestie.
Yeah, I love his content. He's absolutely hilarious because that's the shit you just hear every single day.
Connor cracks me up. I love Connor.
He is fucking hilarious.
He's hilarious.
I love
we need
his
to get him
final
onto the panel.
destination. If he wants to come, he's probably bananaed. He's always fucking bananaed. But if he wants to come up, he can come up. Sniper Lad, basically, this creator, the name's Luna. I used to follow her. I used to think that she was like a really inspirational person. She has PCOS, and she would come on, she'd have a 5 o'clock shadow, or she'd have a full-on beard. And she used to get trolled for it, and I was just like, come on, people, she can't help it. Like, this is like a condition that she lives with, etc. She's also got ME, which is chronic fatigue syndrome. And then I stopped watching her for a while. And then I came across Cook and Cruise with John, and I saw like an expose of her, and I was like, oh shit, like maybe she's not as nice as I originally thought she was. And then I saw more creators making videos about her. And from when I first found her, she was really lovely, and she seems to have changed. But what's really pissed me off is that she has made a statement on her live that ME, which is chronic fatigue syndrome, is worse than cancer, because not all cancers are terminal and you can be cured of cancer, right? She got this from a magazine article that was in an ME magazine, so it's very biased, and it was someone's opinion, but she claimed that this is not opinion, this is fact. Now, I can't say that cancer is worse than ME because I've never had ME, but I have had cancer. She's got ME, but she's never had cancer. And she's saying that it's worse. Now, I don't think that you should compare illnesses anyway, because it affects people in different ways. Excuse me, I've just eaten lunch. But she has pissed me off to the highest amount, and not just me, other people as well. Other people that have had sons, daughters, aunties, uncles, brothers, sisters, parents that have gone through cancer, or they've gone through cancer themselves, and they are outraged by what this woman has said. Now, she came into my live yesterday. She made stipulations to me to what I had to do so that she would talk to me. And then she fucked that off, and she was like, come over to my live. So I went over to her live, and I was talking to her. Now, there are screen recordings of it, and I think some of them are on the FYP, because I was shown on Misread this morning. So it obviously made it to the FYP. And I started asking her questions, and she got immediately defensive. And she made it all about her again. And yes, I was asking questions about her, but it was stuff that she'd said. And she was like, right, I'm going to get rid of you because you're just attacking me. I wasn't attacking her. I was asking her questions. She didn't answer one of them. And then she played the victim card again. Now, there were people from her live that came over to my live and said that I was bullying her and that I was attacking her. But then there was like other people that were originally in my live, and they were saying that like you did really well and you stood your ground and everything like that, because she did try to control me, and I don't let anyone control me. And I want an apology from her, which she won't do. I know she won't do that. But the amount of people that have come up on my live, because I did a live yesterday about her and I've done a live today about her, the amount of people that have come up and told me their stories about their illnesses, and the people that they know that have gone through cancer, or them themselves have gone through cancer, and I've listened, whereas Annette doesn't listen. She'll brush it off and then she'll start talking about herself. And I think it's really important to raise awareness about this person. She's told people that her doctor says she can take as much tramadol as she wants. Now, tramadol is a synthetic opioid. And if people who are influenced by her listen to this and think, oh, well, her doctor said it's okay, so I can take as much tramadol as possible. I know it's a hypothetical, but it could happen. I also got told yesterday that she told a woman to crush up paracetamol and feed it to her 8-week-old baby. if her baby was in pain, which is absolutely disgraceful.
Like unalive the child.
Yeah, 100%.
the
And I had a 13-year-old boy come up. I didn't know he was 13 at first, but I had a 13-year-old boy come up, and he played a clip from one of Luna's lives addressing him, telling him that he's a child, which, yeah, okay, he is a child, but he's...
Sorry, I'm going to interject. One of the comments says Luna's on live and answering back.
That's fine, that she can do what she wants. Yeah, so there was a 13-year-old boy who came up, and Luna was calling him a child, that he's sad and pathetic, and that he's going to live a very lonely life if he
Can I?
Sorry, hang on. Okay, so I kind of get the gist of where this is going. So, okay, sorry, Liquid Rage to chime in ahead of you, dude.
No worries.
First of all, I cannot imagine what it's like to live with either of those conditions, yours or hers, because I don't have it, and I would never in a million years dream of saying that I have it worse than someone else who's been through those illnesses. Now, granted, I do have a condition, but it is my own downfall. Like, I have a curvature of the spine because I forced myself to hunch over so I can fit in with all the other kids at school, and it severely screwed my spine over. Granted, it doesn't cause me any pain, but it just means that when I'm walking, it just means it looks like I've just got a much bigger back, so I'm a little bit happy with that. But the condition is called Schurman's kyphosis, a curvature of the upper spine.
Mm-hmm.
So, but again, that's self-inflicted, so there's nothing I can do about it unless I want to wear a back brace for the rest of my life, which I'm probably not going to. But for someone of that caliber to turn around and say that something is worse than something else when they've not experienced it, that's like me saying peanuts are worse than olives. Now, I don't know, because I've never actually tasted a peanut, because I just don't like the smell. I think it's revolting. But that's on a very much smaller scale than this whole medical... oh, excuse me, I've just had a can of Fanta. But again, it's...
Say this is not a call-out live, this is an accountability live. We're not bullying her at all. We're trying to hold her accountability for her bullshit. I'm sorry, Sniper, for interrupting.
Has anybody read
that's absolutely fine. But
anybody
again,
read Emma's comment in the comments?
No, what does it say?
It says, she says my ulcerative colitis is self-inflicted.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It'd be like her trying to talk on DID when I am a system. It'd be like her talking on autism when I have autism. That's disgusting.
I'm sorry.
Autism is not a disability, it's a superpower, dude. Own it.
Yeah, same with ADHD.
What?
Oh, she's got ADHD now, because Zach DeBrat has got ADHD. So she's got ADHD.
I got diagnosed last fucking year with autism, DID, and fucking autism. It didn't.
You said autism.
I masked that shit for a long fucking time.
No, but you said autism twice.
I got dyslexia.
Dyslexia rules, KO.
But yeah, no.
Facts.
Don't. I hate people that claim, oh, I have ADHD. Like, okay, what medication are you taking? Like, because I can tell by the fact, like, if you are taking certain medication, you know, yeah, you have ADHD, or if you have like a professional medical diagnosis, like, yeah, you have ADHD.
I mean,
I understand the whole situation in America and everything, but
my son has a proper diagnosis of ADHD. That happened when he was 5. He's now 28. And he's never once had medication because I wouldn't allow him to go down that route. My reason for that, I will explain.
Fair enough.
Reason for that is my other son has a brain tumour. So he's got a brain injury. He's got a brain injury. So that altered his character. Okay. And I'd seen some children in my children's school, and one in particular that lived opposite where we lived at the time. And they were medicated, and I could see that it changed their characters and personalities as well.
I can tell you.
It became zombified, and I
Yeah.
didn't want that for my son.
Yeah, no, take him.
I didn't want to dampen him. I wanted the diagnosis for him so that he could get the help
Yeah.
that he needed, but I didn't want him medicated. Simple reason, I didn't want him zombified.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. It's like certain medication, it does do that to people. But take it from me,
So
I
you-
was on the
can you
medication that
imagine?
literally zombifies you. And
Liquid rage. When you imagine, I'm going back and like I say, he's 28 now, so he was diagnosed in 2001, 2002.
yeah,
So-
I understand that. And I wasn't trying to say, like, because I saw a lot of people turning
I get
around.
that. I just wanted people to know that, you know, things have come on with medications and things like that, and some people do choose not to take medication.
Yeah.
But that's not to say that they don't have the condition.
Could I just quickly address something real quick, because some people took it a bit of a bit of something that I said a bit wrong. I wasn't saying if you have if you have medication, you have ADHD. I'm saying if you have a medical diagnosis,
Yeah, no,
then
I
I
get
completely
that.
understand,
totally
and then I would start
understand
asking
that.
like what medication you take.
Right, liquid rage, I totally understand that, but the reason that I jumped in there was because other people would misunderstand that. I totally got you, but there
Yeah.
are people on this app that would completely misunderstand that, and I don't want people coming at you for that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's what I was just trying to clear up. I wasn't trying to say that, you know, if you have ADHD, you have to be on medication. You don't. Fuck it. It's your own choice. It's especially from a younger age, it's the parent's choice. But then when it becomes like nature consent for medical procedures and medication and all that sort of stuff, it's your choice. Like, you know, by all means, do what you want to do. If you don't want to be medicated, don't be medicated. But you know,
I just didn't want people coming at you,
Excuse me.
you know, for your views and trying to twist what you said.
yeah. It's like I can understand in America the whole situation of like self-diagnosing, because fuck me, I don't think anybody has enough money to do that shit. But in the UK, people who self-diagnose, I just, it kind of irks me a bit wrong.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that it's like, it's fucking free. Just go on the waiting list. Like, yeah, it takes fucking ages, but just go on it.
Yeah.
Maggie,
Hello.
and while I use caps lock just to do PSAs and stuff,
Oh yeah, I don't mind caps lock.
I just wanted to make sure, I'm not going to get muted for using caps lock, because I know it's a mods only type thing.
No, you're absolutely fine. So I
Thank
think,
you. Thank you.
I think the name's Luna has blocked my Maggie account, which is fine because this bitch has got others.
But the thing is, as well, is flushing up paracetamol and then giving it to your kid. Like, no. That's what Calpol was designed for.
Yeah, and they've got a Calpol out now that is 0 to 3 months, but even then you have to contact your doctor to make sure that it's okay.
Yeah, it's like, just give your kid the recommended dose of Calpol on the side of the bottle. Because Calpol is paracetamol. People don't forget, people forget that Calpol is paracetamol. I used to chug that shit like it was fucking
it tasted
like a drink.
Can I just say that she's on live saying that terminal cancer is worse, but she's never disagreed with that. She's just said that.
It's not just terminal cancer though. It's all
any cancer. It's any cancer. But she did say that. She did say that what she has is worse than cancer.
Exactly.
Yeah, but she's gone back on that. She's just double-digged on that.
I just want to talk to Ashley and then I'll go to Debbie, not Abby. What the fuck was that? Ashley, hello, welcome to the live.
Hiya, you are right. I hope everyone's having a good day.
Yeah, not bad, thank you.
Not really.
Oh, what's up?
Just thinking about every single person I've lost through cancer, and this is just getting fucked up.
It's sad because my granddad's got cancer at the minute. Like, it's very early on, but they won't do anything about it.
I'm sorry.
They deem it as too early on to do anything. And he's also paralysed down half of his body because he had a stroke a few years ago. But no, the big C runs in
Yeah,
my family.
my granddad.
Yeah, it runs in my family too.
I lost my granddad to I can't remember what form of the big C it was. But, yeah, no, Maggie.
Who has cancer and
Jesus Christ, Maggie.
But what baffles me about this Luna woman, I don't sit there watching her lives because I don't condone her behaviour. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not going to sit there watching and supporting someone like that. Because to me, it's just another alphabet. Self-diagnose, beg for attention, play victim when people call me out on my shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she's attention seeking, and she wonders why people laugh and pick on her.
And the thing is, as well, it's like, you know, I lost my granddad to the big C as well, and the reasoning of why is because there was a GP near me that he used to go to, and they basically just said, "Oh yeah, you've just got a chest infection. It'll be fine. It'll clear up. Here's some antibiotics." And I ended up losing him to the big C.
That's so sad. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and the thing is, I've like basically said that, like, you know, I will never go to that GP ever in my life because there is another GP in my town. There's like two, but I've said that I'd never go to that one. And yeah, I just fucking hate people that turn around and try to pull the, you know, the big C card.
Hi, Luna. Hi, Annette. Hi. How are you doing?
I've no idea who she is.
And
how are you doing? Because you're showing my live, which is beautiful.
I tried to have it.
Follow Liquid Rage on Twitch.
I didn't attack you. You can have a look at the video. It's all over the FYP. I didn't attack you. You can go and see the video that has not been edited. You can see the questions that I asked you and how you dodged them, like Patches O'Houlihan. That's a dodgeball reference, by the way, for anyone who didn't know. Yeah, I mean, you can say that I attacked you all you like, but the amount of people who've said that I haven't attacked you, and they've seen the video, and I was even on the FYP Miss Red show this morning, and she doesn't think that I attacked you, and she's a very opinionated lady. So,
Maggie,
yes,
you are amazing.
thank you so much. I'm so glad that she's watching me though, because obviously I'm living rent free in her head.
Everybody, live. Follow Liquid Rage on Twitch.
Like at the end of the day, the bottom line is this witch needs to take accountability for the lies that she's going around spreading. And she can sit there and talk about me all she wants. Because do you know what? I ain't bothered. Because I've got an FYP news show as well. So honestly, she's doing it like someone's just said to fraud people. She is the new alphabet. And I'm telling you now,
talks about me, the more exposure I'm going to get, which is me exposing her. So,
if I ever get to the point of intoxication, please drop me.
What are you sipping on?
Okay, we're going to have a can two from Miss Bland to go here. So I'm gonna expand Miss Bland. She's here.
It's something else. I don't know what it's called. I know nothing about it. And apparently there is a male version. That's absolutely fine. If there is a male version, I know nothing about it.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah. So I can't talk about it.
Sorry, I've never done live before. But this is her. She knows nothing about cancer. She shouldn't be fucking talking about it.
The only people who
The thing with the article, it was somebody's
PCOS
opinion.
are people who,
But she took it as
are
fact.
born without a female reproductive system.
Exactly.
That's it. If you are born with a female reproductive system, if you are born female, you can have PCOS. That is my understanding.
Everyone on Luna's live, follow Liquid Rage.
PCO, polycystic ovaries. Not the full-blown syndrome. 1 in 5 women have polycystic ovaries. 1 in 10 women have polycystic ovary syndrome. Simple as that.
She's got all her comments turned off as well.
By me. They're the facts.
Yeah, because she's spouting lies.
Because you're not allowed to have an opinion.
Exactly. It's always Google it for yourself. I will do the Googling for you. If you ask me any questions, I will Google it for you.
Sit here and give.
She's saying she's no expert, so why she's always giving her advice and her opinion?
She's not a doctor.
I try my hardest not to give advice.
Oh, she won't give advice on your opinion, but she'll talk about her own.
Not medically qualified. I am qualified in my own body.
It's got to be about her.
Experiences. Because they're me. They're who I am. It's me.
He will cut you off.
It's my body. I am an
What is the
expert
beef
in
between
my
her and
life,
the
in my body.
cook on a cruise guy?
I'm not an expert in anybody else's.
Then stop fucking commenting on
Go
other
and see a
people.
doctor if you want a diagnosis.
Honestly, she's got so wrapped up in her own lies.
Got that out of the way.
Yeah.
She's starting to believe her own delusions. Like,
Yes.
honestly, she needs help.
Because she's a
She doesn't know the difference between bullying and disagreeing. Did you see her last night with her microphone?
Just start crying in a minute.
Maggie was saying.
Just
I'm waiting for the crocodile tears.
Playing for attention.
But then if someone sends her a gift, she'll be happy.
Yeah.
Not about the content of the video, but the actual video.
Can I just say, I think that she's
So
come on today
mistake
to cause more trouble. That's why
yes.
she's cut off everybody's comments.
Yeah. She's never usually on this time of day because she's usually asleep. She sleeps through the day, but she's trying to get on the populace.
Give me a second.
I think because she's seen Maggie gone live.
One at a time, please.
Yeah, exactly.
She made a
Triggered
mistake
her.
on
She's
her
come on
own.
live to
It's-
dispute what you've said,
Wait.
Maggie.
One at a time, please. It's overstimulating.
Very familiar to me.
I'll be honest with you.
Oh, she's about to play something.
Oh, she's going to play something. Hang on. Hang
I
on.
need to apologise. In my last video, where it's me talking about the comments to the video of me and Luna last night, I did say that all cancers are terminal if left untreated. Now, I did a quick Google search before I made that video, and I didn't do enough extensive research. So actually, a lot of people can live with cancer untreated. It does depend on the type of cancer that you have. So I just need to get
apologising for my misinformation.
It's just proving that you can Google stuff and find facts.
I don't want to be like Annette and spread misinformation.
How is she not exhausted by now?
And admit when I'm wrong, and
With
I
her
can
fatigue.
apologise when I'm wrong as well. I'm quite self-aware. So yeah, to anyone that's watched that video,
I bet she's going to have a smug face when she puts this down.
and yeah, just thought I'd put that out there. However, it's still not an excuse for her to compare ME to cancer when she's never had cancer. And if she did read it from a magazine article, then fair enough, but she should have said that. But I also had a person in my live yesterday who read the same article, and it was actually someone's personal
Yeah, at least you're holding accountability.
It's not
Exactly. I apologise for my misinformation.
So she really needs to get on here and apologise as well, which she still hasn't done. She hasn't apologised.
Watch her face when she lowers his phone.
Oh, I don't want to see it. Trigger warning.
Very smug.
But yeah, here I am saying sorry. I got my facts wrong, and I encourage people to do their own research as
So
well.
you've apologised. Like, what else?
So I'm just going to say thank you for that. Maggie, I can see it's all being played. I'm being
Not
shown
my spot.
on
I
live
need a block there.
That's
I'll
fine.
be back.
Someone's grassed us up.
I've got your
Hello.
Oh, there you go.
Wait.
Hi, Luna.
Wait.
Are you upset because I can apologise?
Like you said in that
Maggie.
video towards the end.
Maggie, you know you should apologise because
Maggie,
you know
did your research.
Can
In
I
the
just
day, I did
Can
my
I just give
original
Luna
video.
a taste of what a Modern Warfare 3 lobby would have looked like on the Xbox 360?
She put an apology
So,
video up and then she took it
Welsh
down.
Dragon, that is not a good idea to tell someone to just hate, please. That is not really a good idea. Please be careful with your words.
straight in
It's not a
attacking
good
me.
idea to tell someone to go SH themselves.
That is a fact, Maggie. You just went
As a
straight in
person
attacking me.
who has SH
She didn't attack her straight out. She put all her blimmin' stipulations on first.
When I did the original
Please be
video,
careful.
replying to a troll, a bullying comment about me and ME, I did an
everything's a bully
video
to
talking
her
about
if they don't agree with her. But
You
can
just
I
said
just say,
if
I
in a
am
magazine,
an ME sufferer.
somebody else
Unfortunately, I had to have emergency surgery
Okay, if anybody would like me to.
that stopped me from having children.
Sorry, just getting
And I can honestly say, I would rather put up with ME than go through what I went through. There are days when I am chronically ill, but at the end of the day, I still work.
Yay.
And I,
My world's twisted and wrong.
I'm not twisting your words, you fucking numpty.
Why are people gifting her?
I don't know why.
Because they feel like they need to give sympathy to the person that's being narcissistic.
To accept the fact that I got my words
Look
wrong.
at all them likes that she's getting.
Yeah,
She still went
because the
Team
simple
T-shirt
fact
3
is
days
because
ago.
people feel sympathetic towards this person.
What about you're wrong and you're sorry you got it wrong, but I can't. My video's not accepted. That I
You
got
don't
my
admit
words
to
wrong.
that. Apology then, Annette.
Post an apology, Annette.
People are still harassing me for it now.
Luna, I can tell by the way that you talk that you live
People
off of
should be
benefits.
harassing you for it because you spouted shit and you pissed people off.
You need to dumbs down any apologies.
Hold on,
Here
hold
we
on.
go with the tears. She's going to cry in a minute.
Hold on. Hey, Luna, I can tell by the
Here
way
we
that you
go.
talk, you fully live off of benefits. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, and her parents' money.
You need to apologise,
She
Annette.
says she does have benefits, but she doesn't declare what she earns.
It doesn't invalidate my health problems.
Yeah,
it doesn't. People can
No one's trying to invalidate you. We're just saying don't compare fucking like illnesses that you've never had.
Absolutely agree with you.
I'm not actually ill and I'm faking
It's just an attention
I've
seeking.
never
She
said that she's
100% is
faking
milking
it.
her illnesses.
I just want to make that clear that I've never said that she's faking her illnesses. I've never said she's
No,
faking
you
her
haven't.
illnesses.
I think she's going to cry,
I've
guys.
seen your live this morning, Maggie, and I am talking to Maggie now.
It's not the morning, it's the afternoon.
It's your life. You can control your own comments. You can control your own chat.
No, she can't because she can't put words into my mouth.
We're not even bullying Annette. We're just
Okay,
disagreeing.
everybody,
I want to
please
listen.
mute.
Moderators to control our chats.
I can hear seagulls.
She's reading.
I've just seen a comment in there. Yeah, my video had Luna in it. A lot of my videos have Luna in them. She's always around. Luna is part of who I am.
Which is why it's bad to leave her for 4 days.
Problem, not a me problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Luna is not a comedy. Luna is part of my TikTok. It's called The Name's Luna for a reason.
Then why
Here's
do you
Luna.
want to talk about yourself,
I'm not
you stupid
My
twat?
internet. This is Luna.
Hold on, just real quick.
Please, everybody else mute except for the host. I'm asking this as a.
Can I just
you know,
quickly say something?
Let's listen to what she's got to fucking say.
Luna,
Stop looking at Maggie's live. I'm just going to talk.
Oh, she'll carry on recording
Hey
it.
Luna, just a real quick message for you. As somebody who is a comedian and uses my liquid rage persona as a persona, your persona online should continue to be a persona online. It should never leak into your real life. It's leaking into your real life, honey. Shut the fuck up.
This is live where I am showing detail. Now, I'm going to open my own chat and I'm going to ask my mods to help me pin comments that I need to answer sensibly. I'm going to ignore the bullying. I'm going to ignore the hate because I know there's going to be bullying and hate in the comments. I know that.
In other words, anyone that doesn't say what she wants, she's going to call you a
Try my
bully.
best to answer sensible comments.
You're not going to get sensible comments. This is the internet.
So I'm about to turn the
Her views are going down.
Are they?
And ours have gone up.
And ours have gone up.
Any sensible comments?
Hey, Luna, again, just a reminder. Your online personality should stay online. It should never leak into your real life. It is leaking into your real life.
Everyone's saying to her, check your DMs. Please answer me. Can I come in the box?
Jade, I agree with that. Hold on.
Oh, hang on a minute. I need to listen to the comment from Jade.
They're all obsessed with her.
They're all just doing it for the clout.
Alex, I see you. I'm going to pin your comment. Why do I keep doing this if it stresses me out?
I wonder if she'll say because God sent her yesterday.
I do TikTok, Alex, because it's my social life.
How can she be a swinger and a Christian?
It's my social life.
They're spending their Saturday obsessed with you.
I'm just going to minimise the comments, guys. I'm putting them off again. I'm just minimising so I can answer first, okay? So hold your questions, because mods, don't pin anything else till I'm ready, please. So, why do I do this? I'm trying to set the record straight, Alex. This is me trying to set the record straight on some of the things that have been said about me. So I'm dealing with the big one first, the cancer video.
Still haven't apologised though, have you?
Any questions for me on it?
She always has to think about her answer.
Please feel free.
What are her disabilities?
I'm doing my best.
She's got PCOS and she's got fibromyalgia.
People bullying me about it.
Yeah, she hasn't been tested, but she's claiming she's got ADHD as well.
I've got an opinion.
Right, okay.
Everybody else has got an opinion.
Apparently she's not been tested for
My
fibro.
opinion's
No,
wrong.
she not.
Doesn't mean your opinion's wrong. What
Mute for 5 minutes, except for Miss Band.
Me. I fucking know it was. She's a joke.
I want to see and I want to hear what this is.
Somebody did a video multiple times and is showing multiple screenshots.
Sorry if it's shaky.
Multiple screenshots about me on TikTok on his videos. I am not, but he is somebody who can't leave me alone.
It's John.
He is somebody who used to.
He can't leave them alone.
She's playing this better than Oasis tickets now. How much do you think she's made? Billy, you changed the tune.
He's been on at me for more than a year in bullying and harassment terms.
John is amazing. I fucking love John. Big up John. Can I get a hashtag John in the
John was the one who made me realise what she was like.
Big up, John.
Blue hearts in the comments.
Because he needs me for content. He needs me to
So
do his
she
content.
needs other people for content, because that's all she does. She uses people.
She doesn't even make content.
He doesn't want to do that.
She creates content for other people to make content from.
He wants to mock me. He wants to talk about me.
Hang on. If I can get my old chat up from when I was in a mod group, I can show you the things she was fucking saying about
stuff
you.
that I could share, but
He's
I'm
a
not
very
going.
mockable person. She makes it so easy for everyone.
Because I have respect for somebody's friendship with me.
Gemma.
I am going to totally disagree when somebody shares and says that I did something.
Normally when people say you did something and then you didn't do it.
I'm just making sure I've got this.
I need to go and find the world's smallest violin and start playing.
Well, Peter has one of them and she played it when she came off her scooter.
Okay. No, basically, what she's doing is she's saying, I need to get this information up, but I need to get it in a way that it basically doesn't show that I'm a piece of shit, and it only shows John as a piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm picking a crop out things that I've said. Yeah.
So John uploaded the video, which was me talking to Luna and saying that he's got proof, and then he proved the proof of her telling people to contact his work. Who does
I'm saying be careful so it doesn't come back on me.
That's just lowest of the low,
Exactly.
though.
Someone put it in the comments earlier on that they were demodded and kicked out because they refused to make a fake account.
Video.
I can't remember who the lady was, but there was in this comment earlier.
Guys, can I just say something? She
Here we
asked
go.
me a while ago to start making fake accounts to report me.
Here we go. Here we go. She's going to show it. She's going to show whatever this is.
Let's see what bullshit she
comments
comes
are
up
off.
with. Comments are off.
I'm on tenterhooks.
Right, you ready? I will turn the comments back on, but at the moment I'm turning
Drum roll, please.
I'm addressing this. I'm not a liar. And it's been...
Yeah, you are.
You're a liar, Annette. You're a liar.
I never did that. Hi guys, sorry, but this...
Bingo, big up John boy.
Hell yeah.
There's all the proof.
I mean, he has the proof, but no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He doesn't because I never did it.
Big up Maggie.
Anybody else do it. Doesn't mean other people didn't do it of their own volition. I knew nothing about it at the time. Okay, well, he was in my live earlier today, so... Oh, what a surprise.
Popping the pills.
First off, you want to be careful popping pills.
Oh, shit.
From the messages, she absolutely knew what was going on. I've seen the full chats where she's going through it and she's quoting them, talking about contacting my workplaces. So what is she even on about? This is a Christian woman who claims to be...
She is far from a fucking Christian, I can tell you that.
Right in front of all of you. It is disgusting, and she just needs to stop, and she needs to come off this app because it's absolutely dangerous. She's falling out with more and more people by the minute.
Yeah.
And my name's being dragged into it. I didn't even talk about her. Someone else did. Ridiculous. Is it because you got in contact with his work, or you got your mod?
But I sound good on live.
Hell yeah.
I never did that. Hi guys, sorry, but this is blatantly a lie.
Oh, that face is so punchable.
Just
not wrong.
This makes me want to fucking throw up.
Just real quick, I have to say, John, immaculate trim, mate.
Did anybody see my comments on their fucking live?
You know, I remember someone coming up on the comment about her.
Oh, John's here. Hi, John.
They lived near her, and
Hi,
they
John.
said, "What a wicked evil
They don't need to be brought into it.
That's ridiculous.
I was friends with John.
I'm actually like, my heart is beating so fast. My anxiety is through the roof right now.
I'm not even joking.
Sweaty. So angry.
We made friends. Didn't talk to him very much off
Is anyone recording
Facebook.
this?
No, in fact, we didn't even talk on Facebook.
I can't record it because I can't hear my voice on my recordings. I'm recording it.
Oh,
fantastic. Thank you.
Didn't talk very much. A couple of months later, I'm going to the Star Trek convention.
All I said was, don't talk about autism, you fucking dumb bitch. And I was like, you never fucking talk about someone else's disability.
Oh, we're going on holiday to fancy coming along, and I can't remember whether I said it to them, they said it to me. I can't remember what.
That pissed me off when she started talking about autism. That's why I dropped.
Again, and we had a nice time.
I blocked her.
COVID hit. I hardly spoke to them during that period. I could show my entire chat with John through those first few years. He never came to my house. I never went to his. We never met up anywhere.
But you went on cruises together.
Mention.
She's explaining your friendship, John.
Anywhere else during that time? No, I don't think we did. I'm really thinking if we did somewhere, but I really can't remember ever meeting up with them anywhere. He broke up with his ex. They were talking about getting married and they broke up. In fact, no, they
got something.
Why are you bringing up his ex situation? Why are you bringing up his fucking love life? That's personal to him. Shut the fuck up.
I wasn't talking to John very much. He wasn't a close friend. He was just somebody I knew from holidays.
But you're talking about him. You fucking
He told
stupid
me at
bitch.
some point
Talking
that
about
he
his
had a new partner.
private fucking life.
If he wasn't a friend, how come she modded him?
Exactly.
He told me he had a new partner, and I'm not bringing his partner into it. I'm just saying he had a new partner.
Talking about his love life. This has nothing to do with his love life.
Yeah.
Leave his love life out of this.
I didn't tell anybody on my Facebook that I was coming on TikTok. It was about a week into my TikTok that John turned up. Oh, I saw you on TikTok. I was scrolling through, wanted to say hello. Suddenly he was all over my messages. I encouraged it, I did, because you know what? I appreciated having a friend involved in my TikTok. I thought he was a friend, not a close friend. I've never called him my best friend or anything like that.
I thought Annette was my friend, and then I realised she's just
friends are shit stirrers like you. Sorry, excuse my friend.
I was your best friend.
No,
Can I
you're
get
good.
someone
I'm
to bring
Australian.
John up?
I use the word cunt and fuck all the time.
Is anyone willing to drop so I can get John up, please? Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you, Liquid.
Thank you.
Thanks, Liquid.
You're amazing.
Hello, John.
We love you, John.
Hey, John. You're amazing.
You're an absolute legend, John.
Fucking amazing.
Oh, Peter said there's something else now.
Thank you, Peter.
I'm sending you a follow.
It's as full of much shit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
more
obviously
screenshots.
we never met up because I haven't got photos of us meeting up for dinner.
Contacting his work. I genuinely don't know if John has seen these.
Get ready to screenshot, John.
Screenshots that I'm going to show you.
Someone else will record it and I'll watch it another time.
Did you screenshot those photos that you've got?
Why was she bringing up all of my private love life that I haven't talked about? That's
No idea.
One of my
Anything else
mods,
relevant to talk about, so she decides to drag your name into it.
one of my mods decided to share stuff with John. That's the only way John got hold of the screenshots that he showed you.
I could retaliate with her love life if she hadn't got one.
You found out who it was because you were the one starting the shit.
Video. I'm just going to call that screenshot up here. So the screenshot that John showed in that video. Hold on, let me find it.
Maggie,
Well,
can
she's
I
still
put this
watching.
person on
Hold on,
blast
didn't she
on
say
that
she
account?
deleted all her Snoop accounts the other day and made a big deal of it?
Yes, she did.
So that is John's video there, and that is the screenshot he shared. In fact,
Yes, I clipped some of the screenshots.
John B, she's literally obsessed with you.
Hey,
I
Maggie.
edited.
It is
Maggie.
edited. I removed the bit where she said, no, don't do it.
Please screenshot this, guys.
One
Please screenshot this right now, and
Maggie.
then compare it with the screenshot I'm about to show you. I did type that, but that is edited.
Maggie.
Miss Bland, can you just turn it down a second so that I can listen to Nemi? Just a second. Thank you, hon. Yeah, Nemi?
I'm going to
Can
name
I put this cunt on blast? I mean, fucking take her thing out and put a screenshot, narcissistic, manipulative, and playing the fucking victim.
Yep.
Just every motherfucker on my
So she's about
friends
to blast
list
another mark.
know
Maggie?
that he is a piece of shit.
Maggie.
Yes, John. Hello.
Hello. So,
She's shown this before.
yeah, she's going to show this. I can't believe she's showing his full name. But anyway, so what she's going to now say is that she had no involvement in contacting my workplaces. Both you and I actually said it. We said she was involved and she knew about it. We didn't say specifically she did it.
She was clever and got someone else to do it, so it
And
didn't come
what
back
did she
on her.
say? What did she say, Maggie, back to you? She said, I had no idea at the time this had gone on.
Yeah, at the time.
Well, why has she got all these screenshots of the mod chat where they're all talking about it
I'll
then?
cover that. Mind you, she's doing it anyway.
And saying
John.
people might have done it on their own volition. No, you fucking piece of shit. What you did is you goaded them and you manipulated them to do it and then made sure that it couldn't come back to you. You sneaky
That was her
little
entire
bastard.
reply.
Can I just
her
say
response
something?
here is, no, don't do it.
Can I just say something?
But if anyone should.
Exactly. So how can she then go on to say below where she says we can point them in the right direction?
She's put Chris's name, full name,
Yeah.
online. What an absolute bitch.
It's almost like when she says, don't gift me, and people send her gifts, and she was saying, no, don't do it. But if someone wants to.
Exactly.
That
It's
reverse
easy to say
psychology.
don't do it.
It's like when me and my partner are getting frisky and I'm like, oh no, don't do it.
But
Like, it
can we
doesn't
just
mean it.
can we just remind everyone, Maggie, what she said to you? I wasn't aware of this.
Yeah.
Then how did she
was.
reply to this?
Exactly. She was very much aware.
She's a
Was she
lying.
doing a
I'm not even going to call her a name.
herself?
She's just lying.
She's so stupid. She's exposing herself. And
Guys,
someone
can I say something, please?
someone said Maggie for Prime Minister. Yes, I should be Prime Minister because I'd fucking own it. I'd do a great job. All the poor people would be rich and all the rich people would be poor because they fucking deserve it. And old people would get their allowance for their heating.
Can Stanley be the second?
Obviously, I need a what is it, Prime Minister and
oh look, she's showing our live. Hi.
Hi
John.
guys. Hi.
Hi, you bullshitting bitch.
John.
She's talking to John on live. No, I'm
John.
talking to John on live.
No, she's got a message
Can
for
I
you,
just
John.
say something,
Oh,
please?
she's got a message for John. Everyone shut up. Turn it up, please, Miss Bland.
You're messaging Pitter, asking everything to stop. You've messaged Pitter saying this all needs to stop.
Yep, I did.
Carrying it on. You're the one hopping around hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of lives, stirring everything up.
Guys, can I just say something quickly?
Now, I never contacted your work. Ever.
You didn't, but your cronies did.
And you were involved in it.
You were asking people to make fake accounts to report, John.
Yes. The charity
And I
contact.
can prove that as
Handsome he
well.
is. Look at that little smile.
Isn't that a lovely photo?
And where did the charity get my name and address from? Oh, your group of moderators.
But you sent everybody to the Facebook page of the charity and you attacked them.
No, I said they were promoting gambling.
Yep.
Which they were.
And then you harassed and went at the charity boss. That was between you and that charity. That was nothing to do with me.
Then why
Because
are you
he's a
bringing it
disgusting
up?
human being.
Support and help.
Oh look, our views are going right up. We're going to have more than her soon.
And gave it to the charity. Because you
But we don't care about the
me
views.
so much.
I actually don't.
Harassed her. I didn't even contact her.
Oh, everyone harasses her apparently.
But don't forget the 10-part series on you, John.
Well, harassment would be me contacting her directly. That's the legal definition.
Sent them for Christmas. And you harassed me so much, and everybody else, because of your harassment, harassed me so much that I stopped the charity drive.
Oh,
I did
harass more.
nothing wrong, but you just jumped on the bandwagon so much. So John, I was explaining to people the facts right here, showing everything.
The facts. What, the fact that cancer's not as bad as ME?
I was going to say, the facts that you've been spreading several than legit.
You
So
did a whole
the
10-part
reason-
thing on John as well.
The reason
She's
I
not
asked her
upset.
to stop was because she started to bring my partner into it, which she's just done again.
Yeah, let's go to your
That was the reason.
Oh, she's going to your TikTok page now, John.
Please do. I'm just going to show my Luna playlist.
It might get you some more followers.
Why not?
Page, everybody.
There we go.
Oh, look at him.
And look at that. The vast majority of them aren't about her. Look, a cooking one.
Oh, yeah, that's your Orzo Rice, wasn't it?
1, 2,
I love your cooking videos, John.
4, 5.
Where's she counting these? I can't even see
One
them.
about me.
Yeah, because she threatened to take me to court.
7, 8, 9.
Out
Okay.
of the 100
So,
videos,
out of 100 videos, less than 10%.
a couple
Most
that's
of their
her.
lives are literally Tom.
Reposting stuff.
Oh, I love that.
That was hilarious.
What was the character's name again?
That was hilarious.
He feels the need to repost it this year.
Of course I did.
Again.
And then be careful because I'll dress up as Luna and John will dress up as you.
Bully. That's another one where he's mocking me. And
Oh
posting
my god.
Oh, that's so
John,
funny.
you're hilarious.
Oh, Johnette, that was it.
Go to one of the big videos where he absolutely desperately.
But she's not going to mention the 10-part one. She did a view.
I'm just scrolling past.
No, of course she won't.
Have you noticed how I've never removed a video?
She won't defamate herself.
And I went on a cruise to the Canary Islands. And while I was on that cruise, I went to
I don't wonder why
Lisbon.
you paid for that and that's taking money off innocent people.
I did a video talking about the Lisbon.
She's got bloody good memory for times and dates, hasn't she?
Really
Not
has.
bad for Emmy.
I can't even remember why I went in the
Even
kitchen.
remember what I
Mate,
did
I'm
an
walking
hour
through
ago.
it. It takes me 10 minutes to remember what I'm in there for.
Here we go.
I'm just going to mute myself because I need the toilet and you don't want to hear that.
London Discoveries.
Nice stage, John.
It was so windy though.
years worth of discoveries for 25 years later.
Why is she sharing this?
Sorry about the noise, guys. It's not me, it's the original video.
Which I can, but I don't know. And I show you
What has this got to do with anything?
behind me.
She's claiming that he's mocking her. I think he did word what she said, but still.
That's John mocking me for my original video, which had over 6 million
Oh, I can
views.
mock you as well, you beard weirdo.
That's
Yeah,
why all of everyone watching Annette, follow me. Thank you. She's showing all my showcase off.
Yeah, come on, guys, drop a follow to John. Big up, John.
I've got screenshots, like I said, of you contacting Peter saying
I'm gonna post a video later showing those screenshots. I've got no problem.
Fuck yeah.
You know, I'm going to try and get my old messages back on my old WhatsApp, and I will show everyone what she was saying.
It's literally,
She's not hopping around the
I
lights,
literally
you've invited
messaged
him.
her because she was bringing my partner into it and talking about his past.
My other ex-mods think they've escaped.
Oh, God.
Oh, no, I'm so
I
scared.
tell
Cindy
you what,
Timbers is
she's
different.
having. She really is on one, isn't she?
After my party.
How dare I contact Pitta and say that she
Oh,
needs
the
to stop talking
party.
about my partner?
The party. Left very soon after. I'm going to tell you why. But first of all, before I move on to them, I'm going to open my chat up.
Oh,
See if
what's she on about?
Her epic 50th
Oh, yeah, no, that was epic.
with the 4 friends.
Comment settings, allow comments. If anybody's got any questions about John, go for it.
Go for it. Let's see. Let's hear these questions. Anyone have any questions for me?
Fucking legend.
He's jealous of you. Oh.
I tell you what, she's really looking for trouble, isn't she?
Yeah,
When
she
you
is, and
think
this
of
is
it.
what she does. And then she plays victim.
Yeah.
I'm going to answer the best I
And
can.
tomorrow, she's going to be laying in her bed saying, I can't move because I'm too stressed.
It's the same
No, she'll be all over the FYP again with new edits.
What started the argument? I can tell you what started the argument. Me confronting her about the way that she was behaving.
That's right.
No, I didn't dox his full name. No,
Finding some actual non-edited proof from someone.
I didn't dox anybody, CC. I haven't shown any detail.
She just said she did dox someone's name.
Didn't the screenshot show
This
that?
captain or something.
Didn't the screenshot prove that she knew all about it when she said she didn't?
So many screenshots.
Do it then.
I could show so many.
This is how I sit and watch her. I answer her back all the time.
You know what, my Timbers are most timid right now.
She goes one day saying she can't show screenshots because she doesn't believe in it, and then she's doing a live showing everything.
I don't know how she's streaming my live when she's blocked my Maggie account.
Because she's got
She's
troll
got
accounts.
a backup. She's got a backup.
But of course she blocked me because she won't talk to me because she knows that I'm in the right.
No, Wilkie. I'll explain.
For the 44 people in here, this is what you call a narcissistic piece of shit that wants to play victim. We are not holding a call out live. This is a accountability live. We want to hold her accountability for the actions that she has fucking done. We are not bullying her. We are not fucking calling her out. This is an accountability live. There's a difference.
What has he done? Sorry, what has she done?
Facebook page.
She has been.
I don't know anything about the situation.
She compared fucking fuck.
Emmy. She
Thank
compared
you.
Emmy to cancer, and I'm a
Thank
cancer
you.
survivor.
My
And
sister's a
she's
cancer
never had
survivor.
cancer. And although I've never had Emmy, and I can't say that cancer's worse than Emmy because I've never had Emmy, she went online and said, "This is not opinion, this is fact. That Emmy is worse than cancer," and it got my goat because I'm a fucking cancer survivor. So
Hold on.
I want her to apologise, and she fucking won't because she's a dick.
How can she say that she hasn't doxed someone when she's just shown his full name?
Exactly.
Every comment calling her out is disappearing as quick as it goes up.
Her mod was called Clapham. Yes, that was his name.
So
Right.
I might
Name
sound
wasn't
nuts
Chris Clapham.
because the simple fact of the matter is that I've actually got people that have gone through fucking cancer. You think I am nuts?
I nearly lost my sister to cancer.
I agree with you.
Oh, look, there's Art Deco. There's Art Deco. They were in here earlier.
Old stories.
One of her 5 supporters.
Right, what I'm realizing is that she's smiling at all the comments that's defending her. So,
And 800 plus people in his life. I've said it before. He could do some good
narcissism because
I could do some good content.
He does the best content.
Comments.
So, Annette, tell us, what is your content other than creating drama for every creator on this app?
Exactly. She creates content for other content creators.
I mean, I wasn't even a content creator. I literally did debates about religion. Like, no one fucking knows me, and I was very happy with no one knowing me, right? And yeah, I've blown up because I've confronted her. But it's not my dream to become TikTok famous. I'm very okay with like not having a lot of viewers. I don't ask for gifts. I don't even fucking ask for likes. But this has pissed me off, and I won't stop. I won't stop now because I haven't got ADHD. I've got ADD that I have been diagnosed with traits of ADHD, and once I'm fixated on something, I won't fucking let it go.
No.
So this is it now.
I'm autistic and I'm diagnosed with ADHD and even on medication for it. I have business of a junk.
I'm supposed to be on medication for ADHD because the simple fact is when I went to school, they actually put me on a medication to make me focus.
One of the people in John's lives. I am giving that person the benefit of the doubt because I really don't
blame her and me for being.
Oh, she's let someone off. We should all be happy.
We can give her a fucking medal.
With John.
Why is this live not being reported for bullying and harassment?
Yes, 4 other people had to stop the thing then.
I could do it, but then I won't be able to record it anymore.
Loads of people reporting me yesterday. There was one lady in here. She was like, "I've reported this live 45 times for bullying," and I was like, "Yeah, bitch," and I'm still here, which means that I'm not bullying.
We've all got something wrong with us, according to someone in the chat.
Of course we do.
Maggie, honestly, yesterday was the first time I'd seen you because I'm quite new to this, and I've got to admit I just had to find you and follow you because
a bit, but the close.
Gemma thinks we're all bullying. That's okay. I don't care.
We had a couple of chats on WhatsApp, and we had a chat on Discord, private chat.
Who is she talking about now?
And
there's loads of people coming over to my live saying that she blocked me. I got blocked by her mods. I'm blocked.
Nothing comes in.
That's what they kept on doing to me because I was winding her up.
And 4 other girls.
I love how like she's pinning like stuff that people are saying, trying to defend her with all the doxing and stuff. It's just,
she's pinned Pitter's comment, of course.
Look, at the end of the day, whoever got blocked by her, I'm glad that you're on this side of the fucking
Yeah, welcome.
We talked about.
Oh, she's on about the girls' chat. Oh, I'm going to bring some of the girls from that girl chat in, I think.
Do it.
One of them was actually here just earlier, so.
John didn't like it.
I'd just like to say that none of us has attacked her for her looks. None of us have attacked her for, her weight or whatever. We're not bullying. We are simply calling her out on the shit that she's doing. If you don't like it, if you don't like it, that's fine. Go to her live, support her. Like, I'm not fussed.
So I just want to address the girls' chat thing she's been talking about. She moved a bunch of our friends into a separate WhatsApp group and left me out of that group. Mm-hmm. And I questioned it. I said, I feel left out. I don't think that's fair. You've moved everyone into a new chat. It's another way that she controls things. And I obviously kicked up a fuss about it because I felt like I was shut out from my friends.
John, you got obsessed.
We were chatting on.
Yeah, no, I did.
So simple fact of the matter is, I might sound nuts, but the simple fact of the matter is, I've had family that's gone through cancer. She's talking about ADHD, which I've got. Then she went on to the fact of the matter is, she fucking went on autism, which pissed me the fuck off. I'll mute up now.
Why were we doing?
Oh look, there's
Wait,
someone
what
in
did she
here
say about
called
autism?
John Neglects His Cat. Hello, user. I've been looking for you.
Sorry. She started talking about autism, so I dropped from this thing. I went over to her live, and I said, "Don't fucking talk about my
Screenshots of him
diagnosis."
saying you should
It's
have
disgusting.
Was she saying like it's not bad or something? Like what was she actually like saying about autism?
In my personal opinion, but it's your
'Cause I
life,
have
Maggie, is we
autism,
should try and keep the comments to what she's talking about, because that's why people are watching.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. So if everyone can shut up.
Sorry.
No. I was joking. It's fine. But I do want to hear what she has to say.
You can't even spell Nala.
started trying to control me.
There's someone in this chat with John Neglected His Cat. My cat just recently passed away.
He started telling me.
I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah, well, they've got their name as John Neglected His Cat.
Rid of mods.
No, who does that?
Because some weird people.
Who makes the time to do that?
How did you unalive a 5-month-old cat?
Back up to him. Oh, John, you're wonderful, says the one who was the first I got rid of.
John, you are wonderful.
Wanted me to get rid of her.
You are wonderful, John. You're a
We
legend.
all had the screenshots of that December when John was encouraging me to get rid of her.
I did encourage him to get rid of someone.
Because I didn't think I needed to. So I don't have any of the Discord discussion.
And then what happened?
When I got rid of her.
You ended up getting rid of her because you fell out with her.
I actually liked her at the time. And John wasn't the only one who encouraged me to get rid of her. Multiple other mods at the time got me to get rid of her. I listened to them.
I thought you got rid of me.
I'm easily led. I am.
Oh, here we go.
Now, moving on
He's
from
such a
that.
terrible person.
Mm.
I think it's quite interesting. So it's the breakdown.
That gift.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank you for the gifts. Oh, I forgot to turn gifts off. It's not about gifts.
Oh, we're rubbing
No,
nice.
I've never had a gift in my life. I don't want one.
Ready for crying.
I don't even care about gifts. I just want to chill and make friends.
So I'm just trying to get my brain in gear.
Same. Like, I don't really care about
It
gifts.
isn't about money. It's about a community that helps each other and cares.
Yep.
It was a phone call.
Nibbles, you're 100% right.
Disgusting how she treats people. He took me in at my lowest and turned me against you, John. But then I realised how bad of a person she actually is.
It does it to everyone, though. I wouldn't worry too much. I don't let it get to me.
No, you shouldn't. You're a good person, John.
Like, I love everybody that's in here, to be quite honest.
Wait, what is she playing?
I'd rather not be gifted, but if you're going to gift me, like, it brings happiness to you.
Got that, but I don't want to quote that. I don't want to quote that. Pizza.
Someone in here quoted something quite that I just thought. There was no timestamp or anything on that screenshot of the messages. So who's saying that she didn't save Pitter's number under that name and then they wrote that themselves?
Yeah, I'm not quoting that. Pizza.
What's really annoying is I'm going out with my mum in about 7 minutes.
My titillated day,
Oh, thank you.
oh, shit.
Which means I have to go, and I hate that.
And then my dog's busting for the toilet.
I might even publish it at some point, Pitter, but I'm not publishing that at the moment. Thank you for the microphone, Nick.
Thank you for the
microphone, Nick.
Sorry.
Like fucking Tweedle.
Her voice does that when she's being all nicey. It goes all high pitch.
Yeah, I just that was
Sure,
that
it's
was
not
so
the air
sick, but-
conditioning.
Makes me laugh.
Do you know what, Miss Bland? If you need to let your dog out, let your dog out. I'm gonna
over there. I can see you. Yeah.
Oh, she's saying hi to us all.
It's live on here.
Hi,
Hello.
fuckface. Hi.
got recordings as well.
So we.
So scared.
Recordings of what? I will say everything that I've said in this live again with chest.
Why doesn't
And
she just do
trust
it?
me, I've got a lot of chest.
Annette, you need to grow up, you little Tinder biscuit.
Why doesn't she just like join the
drama,
live?
just
It's
do
that
it.
simple.
It's absolutely ridiculous. She won't. She's blocked me, so she won't have a one-to-one with me, but she'll watch my live. Like, make it make sense.
There was a call. I left a calm discussion for a doctor's appointment and came back to complete chaos.
Why don't we talk about the fact that she used to get all of her friends all worked up and worried about her, and then deliberately not answer her phone, so they'd call an ambulance on her. You know, she doesn't show those recordings.
Ron's saying over there, he's probably.
She's saying she has all this drama and she could show everybody everything, but she doesn't want the drama. But she's creating drama. Oh, she's
Hi later, Annette.
You're obviously obsessed. Hi later, Annette.
Hi future Annette.
If she doesn't want drama, just apologise for it and leave. Like that simple.
on,
Yeah,
and
have a good
hear that
listen
what
and look
you've
out.
said is the truth.
Look out for my response later.
Of people twisting everything.
We're not twisting everything. We're taking exactly what you're saying and we're repeating it and we're questioning
You can't
it.
twist the truth.
So, Annette, did you not tell Maggie the other day that you didn't know anything about them contacting my workplace, and then you just showed a screenshot where you did?
Got John in there.
Thing, if she doesn't want drama, just apologise for it and then it can all be done.
Exactly.
Like, it's that
If she
simple.
apologises, I'll drop it, but I ain't dropping it until I get that apology.
And you know what?
She'll go offline and rewatch this, and then she'll come on later all angry and crying.
My recollection. And yeah.
And you know what? It's going to make her anxiety go through the roof.
Of
No,
course
but
it is.
notice now that she's in her element, she hasn't got much anxiety. She's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Where's the
thing
shaking
is,
hand?
She keeps on saying, I don't even know who this Maggie person is. Bitch, you don't need to know who I am, but I fucking know who you are. And I've got your card marked.
John sent you that message saying this all needs to stop. It was because I started
As soon as she realises she ain't the victim anymore, she goes and tries to become the victim.
Exactly.
That's what she's
what
doing.
Annette did here is she started talking to someone who apparently works for P&O. She started release information about my work, my private holidays, and my partner. And that is why I messaged
For the
her.
gift, Sir Diva. I've never had one in my life.
I've
Ah.
already been sharing screenshots in this live. With full unedited screenshots. I've already been showing stuff. I'm doing this for the first time. I have never done this before.
I'm pretty sure you have.
Oh, thank you, Lioness.
You've only joined in the last 20 minutes or so.
I mean, if she's that good at this, then I think she has. It's that simple.
And then later today we have live between the siblings.
Pembu, I think me, you, and Chris should go to the police over these messages.
Now, going back to my birthday last year, I'm going to turn the comments off for a couple of minutes because it's going to be easier for me than being distracted.
Oh, well, thank you. How do comments stress you out? Just ignore them.
Because people don't agree with her.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
People are realising she isn't the victim here.
So,
she's far from a victim. She's never been a victim.
I've just got to up Sir Diva for a second. Does anyone mind dropping just quickly?
one of my friends
you
wants
can
to make
drop
my
in if you want, because I'll just listen in. I've got some work I need to do.
So
All right, thank you. Thanks for coming up.
day.
So what did she prove in any of this so far?
like a weekend in London. She organised
Next one as well.
Maggie, I'm a funny.
Wait, sorry, hiya.
Maggie.
Annette, you listening to this? Listen, Annette, you listening to this? Doxing my number last week. Cheers.
To me.
Do you know what? I'm sorry, I'm going to go really angry here, mate. But my number was confidential due to an ex with a restraining order. I've now changed my phone number and she put me and my children at risk.
Oh my God.
She's a fucking, sorry.
No, you're fine, you're fine.
She's a fucking cunt. And I don't give a shit because she put me and my children at risk.
Included.
And she said it was another mod, right? Fine, but it was because of what happened.
Because it was a girls'
I'm so sorry she did that.
I'm shaking. I'm fucking angry.
Girls' weekend. 2 hotel rooms.
I'm sorry, you don't have to give me. Can you turn it down? I wanted to listen. But listen, she put me and my children at risk, right? I posted up and everything else. She put us at risk last week. How awful. And I am so angry because my ex has a restraining order. Literally, we're safe. We are safe in our race. And she put us at risk.
Oh, wait, Maggie,
can
Miss Lynn pause that a second?
Can't hear the bloody person risk and it fucking really upset me. Do you know what I mean?
Miss Bland, can you just get rid of her for a minute or whatever? This is more important than Annette right now.
You're all right, darling. Listen,
At risk, mate. I have a restraining order and stuff on my ex and stuff, right? And she, and Mod did it, mate. But it's not. It's her fault, yeah. And Peter messaged me, and it was after midnight. Annette never messaged me.
Oh,
Maggie,
there is a girl in comments.
Hold on, sorry, Penbo. You live in a country, Penbo, where doxing is a criminal offence. If you have, hold on, sorry. If you,
there's a girl. I think she's still in the comments. Her name's Jeanette. She put in the comments earlier on that Luna dropped her because she refused to make a fake account so that she could go spying. So that girl's in the chat. I think that girl should come up and say what she needs to say, because this is clear. She's still there. She's still there. She's still. I'm going to drop, guys. Jeanette, would you like to come up and explain, because you are literally you're like a key piece of information, because you can sit there and say yes, you was asked to do that. I know you put that in the comments earlier on.
Well, it is a key piece of information, but it isn't anything to do with what Penbu's trying to talk about.
Yeah, I'd like Penbu to carry on.
You don't have to give me, but thank you. But listen, I was saying to Dawn I wasn't going to bring it onto the app, right? But hearing and seeing what she's doing, they knew that I was in a situation with an ex, and she never apologised. And it was someone else that doxed it. I don't know. It was, but it's because of her it happened. She never even apologised.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I mean, I've known about it, but it wasn't my place to talk about it, because obviously it's Penny's thing, you know.
You didn't deserve any of that.
Is it okay if I just talk to Penbo? Is that okay? So Penbo, I have been
drama, and I'm sorry bringing drama in, but seeing what
No, you're absolutely
not.
You're welcome in here.
It's what this is about.
So I've been threatened on this app multiple times, and people in the comments are saying that the police won't do anything. Doxing is a serious criminal offence here in Britain, and if you take this to the authorities, these people will be dealt with in the correct manner. What these people are doing to you, and the rage and anger. No, of course, but that's absolutely fine, Penbo. But for you to be hysterical like this, for people threatening to dox you, even though you're going to...
They have doxed me. And Peter put in the comments, and my number was put in the comment with 3,000 people in the live.
Well, that's a criminal offence, and I hope that you take this to the authorities and you report this, because again, it is a serious criminal offence to dox someone, especially having children and stuff involved.
Diva, what you just said then, Peter is in America, and if needed, I can get hold of a friend who is a police officer in America.
Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry, Penbo.
I can help you with that if you want.
But I'm safe now. What I'm saying, I'm safe. I'm safe, but it's not the point. It's literally the fact is it's her fault, and then no one apologised, nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? And then my children who don't see, do you know what I'm saying? There's an order in place for a reason.
Yeah. And that's why I'm saying I think it is important. I do think it's key that, you know, if Jeanette wants to come up and say something, because it's clear that Annette is getting other people to do this, because Penbu's just said that Peter put that information into the chat. So I do think that's relevant. I do think it's relevant.
Can we also just take a step back just for a second and look at this and just take a breath and realise that all of the people that are talking now have been affected by this woman?
Yeah.
And this is yet another example. The Jeanette is yet another example as well. this is what we're all talking about. This is what we're trying to highlight. The fact that there are hundreds of people that have been affected by this woman and hurt and crying and are upset because of it. That's why we do what we do.
It's so true. I mean, I didn't ever think that this was going to get this big. I thought I was going to make a video and then it was going to be seen and it was all going to like drop. But this has blown up bigger than I could have ever imagined. And the people that have come in and shared their stories about this woman doing all this stuff to them, and she's sitting there playing the victim and saying that she hasn't done shit.
He's a manipulator.
It's an abomination.
I wasn't going to bring it up, but it's been really getting to me, and then obviously seeing it and then seeing what she's saying, it gets to me. And I wasn't going to say anything. I told John obviously, and I was like, yeah, but you know what? I don't care now, because the point is, there's no apology, nothing, and they think it's okay, but they don't. Just like when she was in the hospital and she could have put people at the risk.
This is a safe space for anyone that wants to disclose anything that Annette has done to them. This is a really safe space. It probably will be screen recorded, I'm not going to lie, and I'm really sorry that it probably will, and it probably will be all over the FYP page. But I just want to let you know that I am genuinely here for you. My inbox is always open.
What's this about? She's coming to Pembrokeshire later. She just said, what's she on about with that? Leah said she's coming to Pembrokeshire. What's she doing coming to me? She can come to me when? What? When you fucking know that you've done wrong and put us at risk? Who's coming to me? Is that a threat from her? Is that another threat?
That's all she does.
She just said
Pemby,
she's going to get to your situation.
I wouldn't worry, Pemby. She's got nothing on you.
There's nothing. You've seen. There's
She said
nothing.
she's going to talk about it next.
I've kept my mouth shut the whole time.
I think
I've kept my mouth shut.
Pemby, you know some of those girls from the girl chat she was talking about earlier and why they were no longer a part of her friends and
I
what
know,
she did to them.
Sorry, Jordan. I know, but this really upset me earlier, Jordan. It's just upset me, Jordan. Go on, see, she brought everyone into the app, and I wasn't involved, John. You know, I wasn't.
I really hate to do this, but I've got to go out. I have to end the live, I'm afraid. I don't know if I'll be back on later because my mum is coming round and staying round, but I think she'd be quite interested to listen to this. Thank you, everyone in the comments, everyone that's come up on the panel, everyone that has shared everything. My inbox is open.
I'll try to screen record the rest of what she's saying.
I'll accept your messages. My inbox is open. If you have anything to talk about, I'm happy to talk to you. I may not get back to you straight away, but I really will get back to you. I just hope everyone takes care, has a good weekend, and gets this awful fucking person out of their head. We are going to stop her. We are all going to work together, and we are going to fucking stop her. She can't keep on doing this.
Thanks for the gift question, Atty, but I just needed to say that this is what it's doing, okay? But I'm just going to go and calm down, all right? But thanks.
Cruise with John
I'm
is the
recording the rest of her live as well.
Annie, if you need to talk, my inbox is always open.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everyone. Take care.
Everyone.
Stay
Bye-bye.
safe.
The Observer, providing you with the latest TikTok drama from across the UK.